Yeah,
so guys,
like
I don't know if
like
you've ever listened, but I am basically, my job is to make fun of everybody on the podcast.
Oh, so you're Matt.
Yeah, we have one of those.
Y'all, I feel like we're in the multiverse.
family.
Right. That's what,
Part of Brad's fandom.
You. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Racing Addicts Podcast collaboration episode.
Were we supposed to cheer?
No, you're supposed to shut the hell up while I do the intro.
sorry. Just fake it. Just fake it.
You got it.
Welcome to the virtual studio here for the Speed, the podcast. Now, from what I understand, you guys are a bunch of race fans that podcast.
Yeah.
Wow, that is very, very exciting. I don't relate to that at all personally. However,
Can't imagine. Nope. There's nothing happening here at all.
but welcome to the airways. I've been looking forward to this little not gay in a three-way scenario, and yeah, well, here we are. The Olympic break. We had all our gay stuff happen yesterday for the intros, and here we are.
Yeah. Thanks. We appreciate you guys.
Is that Dale Earnhardt in the middle?
Yes, it is. We do it for Dale.
Do it for Dale. Hey, raise hail, praise Dale.
Brad this way and
Yeah, I did kind of wonder about that, but yeah.
whatever.
It's like good driver, epic driver, gay driver.
Which one's which?
Is that a
Wait,
99?
hold on.
No, it's a 92. That's
92.
Mario Gosling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I thought
no.
it was a Ranger Suarez guy.
That's a Josh Williams car.
Yeah,
Oh.
so that's
Well, hell yeah.
Williams. That's Parkett Williams.
Parkett Williams. I like it.
Park it.
Alex, did we get one of him around here
That
yet?
was no. We got to get one. I've got.
It's the only one worth getting is that one. So
That is,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
That's
Yeah.
That's the day that got him a college grad. So you know.
But we are at our mid-season collaboration, so I will introduce myself. I am, for everybody listening, from their squad to our squad. So what we're going to do, I believe, is we're going to split this podcast in half.
yes.
So we're going to do half of it on our platform and half of it on their platform.
So that you have to go listen to both because
Yes.
you want to anyway.
You want to
Yeah.
anyway, and now you just have, the only thing that sucks is, I apologize to anybody who is currently just listening through the seasons. Because, I remember in NCIS, whenever they do the collaboration episodes, nothing pisses you off more than the end of the episode. They're like, tune into NCIS New Orleans.
Like the Kill
And you're
Ari ones,
Bro,
'cause
that
they were
one's
so
not on
good."
Netflix. That one's not on Netflix. I can't go to it. So if you are, I apologize. I've become what I hate, and I'm here to say that I'm sorry. But to my immediate left, Mitch Muma is in. I'm sorry, I don't say his last name on the air. Mitchell Muma is here,
Say it again. It's all good.
here in studio.
Depressed Corey fan here.
Beep, depressed Corey fan.
Yeah.
But nothing happened this week, at least. Thank God. There's
Thank
no
God.
reason to be upset.
But here's the
Not
thing:
at all.
now you don't have to worry about him losing
at all.
every week.
He's still
no
racing,
reason to
David.
find yourself in a dark
He's still
corner.
racing. He's not done.
But he's done.
Well, I think it's not over yet.
I mean, he's probably going to get a great.
Are we going to
mid-tier
Atlanta
time.
again?
yes. And
After that, it's done.
Yeah. So I think you were saying beforehand that you are motivated to go to a race this year now. Why is that, David?
Well, I got to see Corey one more time. Man, after this Phoenix trip, he's done. Stick a fork in him. He's Joe Biden, baby. Come
All
on.
right, there's the first one.
why did I even show up?
I mean, how rough did it have to be to walk into a 2-week break and be like,
He was like,
right.
hey, by the way, we got the best coach we could ever have. We just hired Bill Belichick. You're fired.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
It's kind of weird.
Mitch, you look so... Is that my mic stand in your way?
Yes.
But go back to Mitch. Perfect. You know what that means.
Another sticker.
One more freaking sticker.
Oh my
Hang on,
gosh.
timeout.
So here's what happens when you put a
Our
bunch
Matt.
of ADHD guys in a 10x10 room. It
With
all,
my company
added
logo.
3 more.
Can I get the other camera angle, please?
Then
We
you
got
added
6 of
us
them.
3. So
The other
one. There's no hope of this.
Go
at
to
all.
Mitch. Oh,
I
that's me.
think honestly the whole Corey LaJoy thing. I think it's hilarious that Rodney Childress just stayed quiet about the whole thing. I think he knew. He 100% had to know.
Oh, he
Corey
knew.
LaJoy coming
he
back.
had
No
to.
question about it.
He had to.
He signed that
I mean,
paper where he's like, "This isn't for Corey."
like, all right, I'll come
we're gonna fix it
over.
going on up.
But I mean, look at the bright side. All that 7 gear you have,
Yeah, it's antique.
Kyle Bush is going to look great in it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, the conspiracy
Not just
now
that,
is
I mean,
he's wrecking on purpose.
At the end of the year, you'll get a great deal on that 7 gear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
All that Corey LaJoy.
I don't-
If you decide
I
to
don't
go to
want
Phoenix,
any-
get cheap
anything
$2
that's-
shirt.
Man, he's like Super Shoe. He just flew away.
Anything that
Isn't it a bird? It's a plane. No, it's the end of his career. So as we're introducing ourselves, across we have Alex, and I can't make fun of him because his driver is Ryan Blaney.
Yep.
Although I do think,
Champion Ryan
I do
Blaney,
think
come on.
It should be. This is something that I feel like we should have. I mean, it's not really NASCAR related, but what it is it's Alex related. And this homo's buying a Chevy.
Is
Is that official?
I have not.
I mean, if you
I've
pan
not
around this
completed
room, they got
purchase
the
yet.
Ford Performance Motor Company, genuine Ford parts, this, that. He's buying a Chevy.
There's like 27 Ford Taurus and Fusion diecast back here, and
Yep.
He went against his word.
I know.
Yay.
I have not bought. I'm looking at buying a Silverado. That's where all of this is done from. But I have not yet
Solid
purchased
truck,
a truck.
bro.
Just in case
Solid
anybody was
truck.
wondering, he said he is buying a Silver Gato.
Not solid.
Man, we have no hope today. Should we introduce our friends? And
All
let
right,
them
Speedy
discuss
Boys,
their
let's give
favorites?
your introductions. Go ahead. Let's start with.
Well, I guess okay. So I guess that means I do. Okay, so what's up? I'm DJ. Hi, local Ross fan, I guess. Yeah, Ross. Yeah.
Oh, God, I thought it was the other one.
It's me, bro. Don't let him fool you. he roots for Suarez and but only when he wins.
I did buy a Suarez hat one time because it was the only Trackhouse
How many?
hat that was
How many?
decent.
How many Ross hats have you bought? Thank you. End of
one.
story. No,
One.
no,
if you count
no,
the
you bought a
Trackhouse one.
Trackhouse hat.
Okay, fair enough.
Not the same.
That's true. But I have like
I broke
six,
the bank at the Ross Holler this year.
I have
you
like
kinda
6
did.
My
Ross
wife
shirts.
was a little upset.
What's your oldest Ross shirt?
No, fair point.
Mine's from Chip Ganassi.
But his stuff was a little fruity.
Yes, that's
Like
why
I had
He was
to
a
wait till-
watermelon.
I had to
Florida
wait-
watermelon boy.
Yeah, but it was like I can't get behind a smiling watermelon. I'm much more like the Ross shirt. Like
So I'm not gonna
down
lie.
with that.
So what's
but,
really
like,
funny is I got my daughter. They have like kids shirt, and she's 3. And I got her one of the Ross Chastain shirts, and it's just literally just his big watermelon logo. She literally just calls it melon. So every time she sees it, she gets really excited and is like melon. I'm like, I'm gonna get
That's
her
all
in
you
this
need.
That's
sport.
what Ross's kids say when they shows up to. They're like, "Melon."
Probably just like
So you
that
had to do
too.
the eyes. That's just wrong.
You wouldn't know it was Ross otherwise, you know.
I think that's his advantage, bro.
I think so too. He can
His
see all, he
peripherals,
can see the
like,
whole
bro, he
field
is-
at once.
Yeah.
It's a performance advantage. That's what we've decided.
Yeah.
He's like, "Wait, there's a rear view mirror in the middle."
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Why he constantly keeps running into people. He can't see directly in front of him. He just sees to the side.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like a
gosh.
chameleon.
That's why when he did the Hell Melon, he thought he was on the inside lane. He didn't even know.
Well, the real reason he wrecks Denny all the time is he thought he was the other number 1. They were competing for it. He never put it together that they were 11.
Makes sense. Kind of like when you cross your eyes and everything comes together.
I don't know how we're going to do this.
All right, who are you?
So I'm Jake. I'm the long time fan that got both these guys into it.
That is true.
They had never heard of it.
Nice.
Racing.
They never
before I
heard of
got-
racing?
Well,
No. Well, they heard of
Racing?
it. They weren't fans.
yeah.
What are you,
then,
from Portland, Oregon?
I took DJ on a rained out race. I told him, show up. I'm sure we'll get a ticket super cheap at Daytona. And a guy literally walked up to us while we were walking to the gate and said, I don't plan on going to the race. Here's my ticket. And I was like, told you, bro. Like, I don't know what to say.
The funniest part was he tells me later, like this wasn't until like a year ago. He's like, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea how I was getting you in that race.
He's like, "You in if I had to. I know some gates.
Yeah. So he's like, don't worry, I'll get you a ticket. It'll be fine. You'll get it. And I'm like, sure. And we got lucky.
And then
my
I
gosh.
took that like probably 8-9 years ago, I don't remember, to a truck race at Daytona. And there's a common theme here. I take my friends to Daytona, they get hooked.
Sounds like you're a
and,
good American.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Praise hail and praise Dale.
But yeah, so I took Matt, and I remember they ran like 10 laps and wrecked. And Matt looked at me and goes, why the hell has nobody ever told me about this?
Oh, that's wild.
Oh, yeah. You took him to a truck race
thing.
at Daytona.
So,
It's like
and then I
35
saw,
retards
Christopher Bell do
fighting
like
over a
60
lollipop.
flips. That was wild.
It was a year Christopher Bell did all the flips on the front stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
I was like, oh, look, this
Ryan
is great.
Tricks, I think, got screwed. That's one of my guys. I'm pretty sure he's going to win that race in the 81 car. Yeah, he was in the 81 Goodyear, I believe. And I think Johnny Sauter ended up winning. Is that what?
I can't remember.
Mitch has this thing where he can remember the winner of every.
I remember when my drivers get screwed. That's the
That was
problem.
the coldest.
That's part of his. That's part of his identity. That's why he's a Corey LaJoie fan.
That was probably the coldest race.
Well, he's also. So
We're
he's,
back
all right, hang on a second. We got to meet the rest of the crew. Let's keep going.
Sorry, we'll shut up.
There's this guy.
Last but not least, local Brad Keselowski fan, Matthew over here.
Ooh, I knew that was
one-
my favorite.
You're so subtle.
You're so cool. You make the other two look gay. Sorry, I said the F word again.
Sorry, we're 3 in already.
What rating is your podcast? I should have asked.
I don't know.
Don't know. Like,
We try to keep it clean, but I mean,
because I don't want to have to bleep things, but
So that's
gonna be-
Alex's job. this
Welcome
week.
to my life.
Listen, so in that case, DJ, listen. Here's your chance, buddy. So no matter what, Alex is going to bleep everything. So just let him do all the post production.
guys-
You can, you know what I mean?
Hold on, I gotta write down the timestamp now.
Write that down.
You're just going to be over there just writing this whole time now that you've just given that clear.
Yep, you're welcome.
Oh, did you guys ever see the
Sail
clip?
away!
Did you guys ever see the clip with Mike Davis on Dormont Per Clear? Whenever he was talking about I forget who was it at the time, the ginger that had to do the censoring, and Mike Davis
Jason.
just like
Jason. It was Jason.
The ginger.
and he just
No
like
racial slurs in our podcast.
he just said
Alex.
the F-bomb for like 45 seconds straight. He's
Yeah,
like,
he did. Yeah.
he's like, hey Jason, F. It's good.
do you guys, while we're talking about that, did you guys ever listen to the John Force Dale Jr. download?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that junk was wild.
It's funny, yeah.
He talked about his deep love for Pornhub.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, which one is this?
This
didn't
was
watch
a
that
few
one.
years ago.
Oh, okay.
This was probably, this was before the next gen.
wild.
Before he hit the wall at 320 miles per hour.
Before he hit the
yeah.
wall, yeah. Yep.
He's a Florida man too, isn't he?
I don't know.
Cali.
You know?
I don't know why. Oh,
Cali.
yeah, it's
The
worse.
other Florida.
Ooh.
That's not conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
West
liberal
Coast,
Florida.
otherwise known as
We like
the Devil's
Florida
Playground.
better.
The West Coast.
I like to think of it as Satan's armpit.
Satan's
but yeah,
armpit.
That's
Yeah, works too. So as we talk,
Same
so
difference.
Matt, your driver is Brad Keselowski. I was going to ask the
Oh,
other
yeah.
two who their drivers were, but it really don't matter.
They
Unless they
doesn't.
they like Brad.
I mean,
I mean, Brad's
like we said
Brad's cool.
earlier, Brad already threw up all behind your background, so we know who you're about.
Oh yeah, staging is important. Yeah, listen, I'm actually maybe I'm not. See, actually, I'm a. This is actually. The right and left is really difficult on a camera for me. I'm sorry.
I totally understand. I get it.
Gotta do the L's.
This is actually a Casey Kane flag. They just put this 9 upside down because he always flips.
Bang.
He's cooler than you.
Mitch is also a Casey Kane fan.
Yeah, grew up
Sorry.
a Kane fan, but
So,
at least we that was a bad
What is
ending
going
too.
on with your picks, my guy?
Wait,
love the
he also,
underdog.
wait, listen to his Xfinity driver.
Who?
Who's your
Don't
Xfinity
agree.
driver?
Brian Truex.
Ryan Truex, part-time Truex, baby.
That's respectable.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have said that 2 years ago. And he didn't have a win for. That's his first win in
got
10
two.
years. See, it took Ryan
thought-
Truex
that
10
was-
years.
So we
Corey
were-
still has
Ryan
another
Truex
6.
was
Where
deep.
was that? Was that Martinsville?
Dover.
No, it was
Yeah,
Dover.
we were there for
So we were at
number one.
Dover,
Yeah.
and we got to watch Mitch watch his driver win for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's what it's like being a junior
Do
fan.
you guys ever put Q-tips in your ears and like you get that like G-spot in your ear? You ever do
I have
that?
too much wax. No,
Is that you
doesn't
think that's
happen
what
to
it
me.
felt like?
That's what it felt like. When you like get that perfect amount. Oh yeah, you guys never did that. Y'all.
Oh yeah.
fucking-
Oh yeah.
Listen, I ain't
Weekly.
gonna lie. I got to see Keselowski win at Talladega in 2021.
Oh,
That was amazing.
That's iconic.
That was
That would be amazing.
glorious.
I'm jealous.
Got to see him almost win at Atlanta and Daytona and then Talladega.
It's always
again.
Daytona.
That's always stay tuned.
See Brad
Yeah.
almost win at Daytona.
God, I
every
hate
year.
Austin Cindric. God, I hate
Bro.
Douche
Oh.
McDowell.
Yes.
I
Thank
hated,
you.
I hated when Austin Cindric
Syndrome.
won the 500, but I won $1,000 on a NASCAR pool. from the
No.
inter- so,
No
like,
way.
I'll
Yeah.
see how
Yeah.
I would have
like,
taken that money and just burned it. You basically just joined the devil.
I mean, it didn't change how I felt about it, but I was happy. It was funny because me and my wife were in the stand, and I'm cheering like, "Oh, he won! I got $1,000!" And like, people are like, "Oh, you must be big fans." I'm like, "Not at all.
So
No, I
who-
can't
Couldn't
the
be
guy.
any closer
It just needed a 2 to win. That was it.
Yeah, I was rooting for I think Cindric, Blaney,
12,
and
20
Logano were
Logano.
like the 3 guys that could win because I had the two in the NASCAR pool for $100, and so I wanted. That was dope.
So
And
who's your
Blaney
current
should've
favorite
won.
driver?
Who?
What was that?
Cool.
What? I said, who is your current favorite driver?
Mine is Ross, bro, because he drives like a complete dick. I love it.
So listen, and I caught heat for this a couple years ago, but I said Ross, and so Ross is today's Dale Earnhardt.
No,
Senior.
absolutely.
100%.
He's the same.
Drives like
the-
a crazy. So I just wanted to rattle
Yeah.
his cage.
Yeah.
So he's just not smart enough to say that. He's like, yeah, I wrecked him. No, rattle his cage.
They can do the eyes at the same time.
Well,
Or you could do the eyes the other way.
Or he does the thing from when he was in Indy. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
No,
know. Wasn't see. Oh,
Ross,
I didn't see him. I don't know where it went. I didn't see him.
Ross is the modern day Dale Earnhardt. That's the
Oh my
closest thing.
gosh.
we got.
Yep, I agree.
My
Both
dad
suck.
was the biggest Dale Earnhardt fan forever. I'm just gonna ignore what you said. It's funny because my dad got out of racing for like 15 years, and he saw Ross and how much he just does not give any Fs at all. And so my dad's actually gotten back into NASCAR. It's pretty cool rooting for Ross.
Well, praise
But
Dale and praise Dale.
My dad's kind of fallen off. He's like, he's not doing anything. These are wrecks people.
You know what? I can appreciate
Scared
that
the shit out of
sentiment.
him. I think that was it.
Yeah.
I think he did. I think Rick Hendrick must have got him and squeezed him by the balls a little bit and
He
said,
said,
"You
he
need to
said
slow
you like
down."
driving a
Hey,
Chevy,
Snips.
don't you, boy? Well, I can take it that way.
And DJ, who's your driver?
Fucking Oldsmobile.
Ross as well.
Ross as well.
Yeah.
I'm on a low.
Matt, I
Yeah,
feel bad for you, buddy.
I know. I'm thinking about moving to.
I mean-
up where you
I
guys
didn't think there was that. I didn't think there was that many gay people in Florida.
Oh, there's quite a few.
There's a lot.
No, actually, I guess down,
Probably
know
all
where they're
Ross
at.
fans down there.
so there's a lot of Ross fans down there because he's the hometown boy, huh?
I mean, that's the main thing. Honestly, the reason why I really became a fan of Ross is when DGM and Josh Williams did the whole stunt at Atlanta. Like we saw that, we're like, man, this small team that would have the balls to do that, like they're incredible. And so we looked them up, and then we found out they're like an hour away from us.
Yeah,
So
that was wild.
We texted them or messaged them on Twitter or whatever, like if we could come down and just see the shop, and we get down there and we met Mario Goslin for the first time. It was funny. It was like a Wednesday. We all played hooky from work. It was hilarious.
That was wild.
And we showed up, and then we were like hanging out for like 30 minutes, and Mario just looks at us like with a real serious face. He's like, "Are y'all just gonna stand around, or are you gonna get to work? Like, what are you doing?" Like,
No way. Did you get a job?
yeah, I mean, we're
There's a
kind of
bu-
part time. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, here and there.
We work for free.
I mean, honestly, the experience that we get to go help, like, I don't want to get paid because like
No,
it's so
absolutely.
freaking fun.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm like, as long as you get me in the race, I will figure out how to get there and do whatever I can.
Should we get the bumper?
Get the
Yeah,
bumper,
story
man.
with
Get
the
the
bumper.
All right, hold on.
So the first thing,
You gotta
I'll
tell
set
the
this up.
story.
So the first thing we did, me and Matt have no idea what the hell we're doing. None. And he's like, yeah. So if you don't know, the Xfinity bumpers are in 2 pieces. He's like, yeah, put this bumper together and then go ahead and set it on that car. It's for Atlanta in 2 weeks. We're like, dude, like I told you, I don't know anything, like nothing at all. like if you tell me one time, like I can show it to you, or I can do it. But yeah, come on, Matt, bring it. So the first thing we ever built was this bumper for the 36 car at Atlanta, and unfortunately Ty Gibbs wrecked us, so he's a piece of shit.
Praise the Lord. Tell you what, you ain't kidding.
They're us.
Yeah. So yeah,
If you notice the green right there, that's
Yep.
Ty Gibbs.
yeah, it's Ty
That's
Gibbs
Ty Gibbs.
Monster Energy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like a month later, we're there working or whatever, and I see that like in the garbage pile. I'm like, Mario, can I have that? He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it away. He's like, you want it? I'm like, hell yeah, it's the first thing I ever built on a race car. Hell yeah, I want it. But like the emotional ride that we went on,
Oh,
like
that
from
race.
like we built a race car, me and Matt, we helped build a race car, and it's on TV. And then to get wrecked by Ty Gibbs, I'm like,
No,
dude, this is so trash.
it wasn't even just that. Wasn't it Weatherman that was driving?
Yeah, he was top.
Top-
I think he was seventh when he got wrecked.
I think he was
And, like,
7.
Yeah, it was
so,
bullshit.
He
we were
was
so dejected.
climbing because he started, I think, in like the 20s.
Yeah.
And he was climbing up, and it's like, oh my God, this man might do something awesome.
He got wrecked in like
like
sixth or eighth
Seventh,
place. Yeah,
seventh.
somewhere
I
right
think it was
around there. He
somewhere
got
there.
wrecked. And I
Yeah.
was like, you
What
son
a
of
jerk.
Bro,
What a
we
jerk.
like so we have been off the Ty Gibbs bandwagon ever since.
we call baby.
Well, he
Fit
gets
right
us.
in with this group. That's all I'm saying. And
Yeah.
DGM,
Now, I will say this. At least he's not like Ty Dillon, where he's just there for family and he sucks. 'Cause I will say Ty Gibbs can race. I don't like him.
Ty Gibbs can race.
Yes.
Ty Gibbs is good.
He's a good race. He's kind of like Denny You guys wait a second. Time out. We didn't even get through. What's your feelings on Dennis Hamlin?
But his
has been.
podcast is good.
I as a owner and as a personality in the sport, I like him. As a driver, I can't stand him.
To me, he is the absolute perfect description of love to hate. So, all right, I'll tell you a story. Our favorite, so in the infield of Daytona, they set up bars all over the infield. It's just not like official bars. It's just like if all of us got together and had a couple camping spots, we could combine together and make a bar, right? It's awesome. It's a great thing about NASCAR camping.
It's awesome.
It's true. But our favorite bar, the pool bar in turn 3, they always have a cardboard cutout of Denny Hamlin. And every night it changes. But like, so I took a Sharpie and people were like writing like mean stuff about it or whatever. And I put Dickie Has Been on there. And so now like that name is taken off on the infield of Daytona. Like he is Dickie Has Been. And then the best part is the girls that come around the bar swap out the lingerie depending on the night of Speed Weeks.
Yep. Every night it's a different.
literally the
it's a
best.
different
Alex, why don't we have one of those? Huh?
Do we need a cardboard cutout? Is that what you're
No, I'm
asking
talking
for?
about the logo on the screen.
Oh, I know. That's in post.
They don't do it in post.
Live right now.
I mean, ours isn't. Sorry.
I don't know how it's done. It's magic. As far as I-
We have one of those tech guys. I don't know. He does this stuff.
It just appeared one
I
day.
drink
We
the
didn't
whiskey
question
and talk
it.
about the racing.
The funniest part about talking about like the technical side of it is Alex was like, oh yeah, like this and this, and I'm like, heh, me make computer do things. I'm not that fancy, bro. Like,
Hey,
oh yeah, we got this and that. I'm like, I just use a computer and plug my camera in it.
No,
Hey,
Alex
you
is
know what?
very technical.
it worked. Like I can see you, you can hear us.
You
See
know,
that
honestly,
logo right there?
the fact that I got that far, I'm impressed with myself tonight.
We are too.
That's good.
Thank you.
It's the first.
Yeah.
What I do got to know because this is very important podcast material. What are y'all's opinions on Denny Hamlin?
Sorry, say that one more time. David's busy yelling.
Oh, dude, I know. Again, we have one of those Brad fans. I get it. What are y'all's opinions on Denny Hamlin?
How does it feel to not be the most superior man in the room? Is the real question you should be asking.
Wow.
I'm not talking about you, Matt. I'm talking about the other two.
You know what? I like this guy. We need him on more often. I feel like I can play way too much for being a Kozlowski fan on this group.
No, because you like talk trash about how Brad's the GOAT, and I'm like, he hasn't won in 3 years.
He's the GOAT, man.
You compare
Name
him.
Your
with
driver,
other-
you can't even look at something in front of his
driver winner.
face.
Look, just because you can't see your nose doesn't mean you don't know how to race.
He's feeling it, okay? You ever see that movie or the shot from, oh God, what was it? The Men Who Stare at Goats. It's like, just feel it. Just feel it.
I don't know.
TJ, I've
Last
never
time
seen
Denny
that
Hamlin
movie.
just felt
It's
it.
really
Somebody had to
good.
get
Don't
it
waste your
back.
time. There's one funny scene in it, and that's it. That's
my
don't just
gosh.
don't.
Okay, so we've
Denny-
kind of covered who
we
we
didn't
like,
answer-
who we
did we
don't
answer our
like,
Denny
who
Hamlin
our drivers are. Alex, your driver. We talked about Corey LaJoy as Mitchell's driver. Alex is a fan of no other than
CRB, champion Ryan Blaney.
champion Ryan Blaney.
And
Are you a
two-time
mom
winner.
for Blaney? Can we confirm you're a mom for Blaney?
I can confirm I'm not. I'm married, so we're good. Yeah.
We have a few moms for Blaney here, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
Oh yeah, you know what they say. Cougar's going to cougar.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
I don't know. He's about to be off the market, so better act
You know
now.
who's not going to be off the market?
He's
Aaron.
married this
She
week,
got
right?
dumped.
Is it this week or next week?
Oh, Aaron Blaney on the
Aaron
market.
Blaney on the market. Mitch,
Oh.
give her a call. You guys single, married? What do you got going on with your family life? What? I'm not allowed to ask some questions, Alex?
Everyone's pointing at Mitch. We're like, are you talking about Mitch? 'Cause
You guys. Mitch is lonely as a porcupine.
we have one of those, Jeff.
God.
No, we're all
If
married.
you're watching this, we're sorry.
We do love you.
I wouldn't throw Brian under the bus like that.
We're all married.
Yeah.
Nice.
And 2 kids apiece.
Two
Yeah,
kids
so-
apiece.
Dang.
Wow,
And
congratulations.
you
You
know
guys
what's
adding more
what's
to the
even funnier
flock or
is-
keeping it at 2?
I mean, you know, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Oh. See, Matt? I had a vasectomy. I'm right there with you, brother. Like, 2's enough.
that's good.
Yeah. And the funnier part about our relationship is we're actually all brother-in-laws.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
no way. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, 100%. They married, each one of them married a sister of mine.
And then,
Yep.
so you inherited them, basically, is what you're saying.
So you guys are, in fact, the
They've had
outlaws.
influence on my life
Look,
since
it's like
2015.
this. Here's the deal. DJ never watched racing,
Nope.
never drank liquor, Never did any
No.
crazy stuff.
Nope.
And then I came along.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the rest is.
I've never seen
that-
anybody wear that
talking
wear
about
that
racing.
fire suit and not be trouble. Not gonna lie.
That's true.
I always wonder how you drunk assholes keep it white though. Like
Oh, he doesn't wash it.
I mean,
Just stays that way.
It
it's
just
like,
smells.
We're like 720 right now, so like I mean, if you got
You guys are
close,
lucky
like
you're on the other side of
4K,
the
you would
street.
see all the especially when we
stains.
go to the racetrack and we're at the pool bar going to town.
Next time we're in Florida, apparently.
I'm going
next
to
time we
Florida
go,
and
you
like
gotta have-
ooh,
you gotta
I'm
have some
going to
alert
Florida
with
soon,
us.
You guys should definitely come to Daytona.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be
We would
wild.
have a hell of
When
a
is
party.
Daytona?
We were there. Oh, for August.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
August. Yeah. No,
4
that's
weeks.
not going to happen.
4 weeks.
That's not going to happen.
Can we get a different cup car before we go? Then I'll go. This car sucks. I'm sorry. We're controversy right out of the
All
gate.
right, so let's
Have
go
you-
right
have
into
you-
it. So
Have you
We can
guys
talk
been
about
to a
that.
super speedway race in person yet?
Yeah,
with the new car?
we actually were there. Mitch and I were there 500 this year.
Yeah, Willie B. did his
Yeah.
thing.
did we go to? We went to the 600 too, right? Wasn't that that wasn't
That's
the
not
new
a
car.
We went to the
Speedway, bro.
320.
The 320.
Yeah.
I'm
Whatever
sorry.
that was.
I'm
We
sorry
went to
about
the
that,
500.
Me and Matt watched that from the
We actually got to
airport
watch
at
Larson.
Indy.
Oh, that's right. You guys were at the Indy 500. That was a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good
great.
race. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it sucked, man, because we were both on the radio listening to Larson, and he got the speeding building, and we were just like,
I know.
we were gutted, man. But I mean, we had such a great time. The real problem was we made the big mistake of partying way too hard on Saturday.
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck.
been there.
But we slept 3 hours before going to the Indy 500.
Oh my
was-
god!
we had 36 hours at
My
Indy, and I
gas
think
is
we
horrible.
slept 6
You guys-
hours of that.
You guys should. I'm sorry.
I don't smell anything yet. So.
I stayed home.
Yeah,
did not go.
we had a good time.
Yeah.
Matt-
Just watch it on
Matt
TV.
was-
It's kind of where I'm at.
So I'd say
No, it was fun. Like we had to do it. Like we always wanted to go to the Indy 500, and we're like, well, Kyle Larson's racing. This might be the only one. He's supposed to be on a 2-year deal, maybe, but like if we're gonna go, we should go. We got a great deal on tickets and everything. I mean, the whole trip, me and Matt went. We spent what $1,200 total between
Just
both
about.
of us. I mean, it
The whole thing.
wasn't bad, really, considering coming from Florida. So I mean, it was fun. What was
bad.
really interesting, I asked Jeff Gluck. We went to the tweet up, and I asked him. I was like, hey, you've been to the 500, Daytona 500, and you've been to the Indy 500. Which one is better? And he said the Indy 500, the pageantry and everything, how many people are better. But I think for me, hindsight, like I would much rather go to the Daytona 500. Not that the Indy 500 was great, just like the Daytona 500, it's just the racing is
It's a
better.
real split. It's a real split. If you're going for the racing, 100%, I'd say 500. Daytona 500. I think the racing's much better than the Indy 500, but the pageantry, the people, the camaraderie, being
The
there,
facility.
being a part of the event, the facility alone, it's hands down better than Daytona.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
would
The
just say,
facility was ridiculously clean. Like I did not even know a sports venue could be that clean. That was unbelievable.
That's the Penske way, baby. Come
it
on
did.
now.
Tell you what, I was
yeah.
like
Oh.
looking at it on
Clean
screen.
bathroom,
It was
clean
very. It looked tight, like fresh haircut, clean.
Oh, yeah.
Well, weren't
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys saying there was there was TVs, monitors?
Yeah, what's
and
wild is
sound
like
everywhere
on
and
the
speakers?
infield, because everyone can just camp on or sit down, whatever their day
They have
pass
like the
is.
General Mitchell in the turn. Or
They
general
have
admission in
like
turn 3 and
flat
4.
screen TVs like every 50 feet on
mounted
the
on the
fence.
fences.
Like
So cool.
a
Oh,
big
wow.
50-inch TV
Yep.
where you could just like you don't have to stare at one giant jumbotron, in the corner.
that's
like
cool.
you see the cars come by and then you got TV, like all the way down, and it's just you can see the rest of the race. It's cool. It's very
cool.
entertaining.
I will
That's
say now, too,
definitely
just
on
to
our
like,
list.
settle the debate, if anybody wants to know, the Turn 4 party at Indy absolutely stomps on any NASCAR infield party I've ever seen. That was the
You've
most,
never been to Pocono.
Bro, I don't know, bro. This was
My
the
goal.
most debauchery I've
I'll
ever
be there.
seen. Like it was ridiculous. It was
tell you what,
20,000
the
people
Dover
just
part-
absolutely raging.
We do a party at the 10 at Dover every year. And I tell you what,
good.
I got a picture of Mitch on my phone that says, I love watching porn with midgets. Or something like that. What was it?
What?
Hang on.
I don't even know about this.
Oh, it might not be. Oh, you know what? Never mind. It was Jordan that I took. That it was
Oh.
Jordan.
I think I might have passed out by then.
No, Mitch was definitely passed. Mitch passed out in a zero gravity chair outside in the rain.
Oh, I did.
Oh yeah, I had to
Sorry.
wake you up. I was like, Mitch, it's lightning, buddy. You might want to come in.
I'm good.
It was
thanks.
it was actually the night that Ryan Truex won. So
Yeah, that was that day.
Cause for celebration.
yeah, it took me
Right.
10
Oh,
years
he was
to,
celebrating.
to celebrate.
You know what?
was
It
a good
seems like
day.
a real long distance ago, but we went to the Bristol race too, and that was a great race.
Which one?
Bristol.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, April. Yeah, I think so.
The
In
infamous
August,
Bristol tire event.
We were there.
Oh, you
Oh,
were there,
nice.
dude. That was
Yeah.
great.
Amazing.
I heart
actually
midget
really
porn.
funny. You know, in turns 3 and 4, they didn't sell any seating like in the bottom 20 rows, and we ended up making friends with the security lady, and so she let us sit on the front row of the middle of turns 3 and 4. Which, by the way, if you want to know, that is the best seats at Bristol, hands down. I've sat all over Bristol. That is the best. I grew up at that racetrack. And she let us sit there. It was awesome. And we just got pelted with rubber the entire race.
Didn't you find it in your jacket later?
So when I went to that race in March, right? Something like that. I don't know. And then we went to Talladega in April, and I put my hand back in my Ross Chastain jacket, and there were still chunks and dust of rubber in my Ross Chastain jacket.
We have the formula.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had it. Yeah.
The secret tire formula.
Goodyear, if you actually want to bring it, we got it.
He got it.
Are you guys going to the fall one? Are you guys going to the fall one or like once?
I might.
Okay.
I have a colleague at work who is friends with the rear or front tire changer.
It's his mother's, brother's, uncle's.
No. It's not that complicated.
Roommates, sisters,
Good friends
cousins.
with the tire changer
Jeff
on Daniel
Bodine.
Suarez. I can't remember if he's front or rear. So I may be on Daniel Suarez's pit box for the fall race.
Yo, dude, that's awesome. That's really cool. That's
fun.
that's dope.
I might be like, hey, can I catch tires? Because I do that for Xfinity sometimes.
That's true.
I'm going to say no.
I brought my gloves.
Bristol is
grabbed
one
the
of the
tire
coolest speedways just being there. Like the Coliseum effect is so legit there. It's ridiculous.
I love Bristol. So I grew up. Bristol was the first race I ever went to. I grew up going to Bristol, and I think my first race at Bristol was probably 5 or 6 years old.
Okay.
Back in the day. Always used to go to the Busch race. My dad was a season ticket holder for Bristol for cup races for like 30 years, up until probably about 5 years after Earnhardt died. He finally let it go. But I remember the first cup race I ever went to was 2001 because my mom was so sad that Dale died. She didn't want to go to the race, so me and my dad went. That was my first cup race, and I have the T-shirt from that race.
Wow.
Didn't your son wear it? Like, didn't?
No, it's like a 2X. That's the only one I can find on eBay that was from 2001.
Okay.
But yeah, Bristol, man, I love Daytona. That is probably my favorite. But Bristol is like, I mean, it is right there, really close.
Yeah. That's great.
So this is what I was thinking of. I couldn't remember what happened, but it was April 29th, 2023. My Trackhouse buddy, Jordan, if you're listening, you're welcome. He found a guy that has a shirt, and it was his favorite guy. He hung out with him all night. He says, I love midget porn.
So it wasn't Mitch.
No, it wasn't Mitch. It was Jordan. I was really inebriated myself.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Should we kick off this list, David? I feel like we should kick off this list.
Let's get to the episode.
We're 40 minutes into the recording.
Now
so.
that we are here, so looking at the NASCAR playoff schedule, we're going to do little predictions.
Love it.
Championship 4. Who do we think is going to make it that far and why? We'll start with the other guys, the gay ones over there in Florida.
Oh, okay. The sad thing is you said that and I instantly knew who you were talking about.
You acknowledged it. That's the problem. You went, oh, yes.
No,
here,
listen,
yeah.
at this point, sure. I'll take that
yourself,
moniker.
bro.
He's like,
I think we're talking
I'll make
about me.
Denny Hamlin look straight. Come on now.
I don't have a shoe collection. I'll say that.
So we do have. So just so you guys know, if you ever hear me reference the 9-knuckle shuffle, that is Denny Hamlin, because he likes 9 knuckles in his butt at any given time.
So glad we're clarifying all
Wow.
this.
How long have you guys been
Is that what you would
podcasting?
call 3 in the stink? Or, I mean, how do we define that?
9 in the stink.
God.
9 knuckle in the stink.
Hey!
Oh, now.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Why do you leave one out?
He's working his way there.
That's the ball tickler.
Once
It's
he
the
gets
ball
a
tickler.
championship-
These 3 are occupied. This one's tickling a ball. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Rule number 1.
Hey, man, I feel like we needed
I'm here for the truth.
clarification.
So, looking at the final or the 4 championship contenders, who do we think will make the final 4 and have a chance to race at Phoenix this fall?
Well, mine are probably not that interesting because it's.
Who says
think
Denny
it's
Hamlin? I'm cutting the E right now.
It's the driver of the 11 car, the driver of the 5 car, the driver of the 20 car, and the driver of the 12 car. That's who I think.
So you think that 3-time winner William Byron will not make it?
No.
Wait, are we? Let's not discuss yet. We'll discuss after everybody says their people.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Good idea.
But
All
Sorry.
right, mine are also Dickie has been Larson, Byron. I do have Byron, and then Chastain because screw you.
Oh, we got a homer. Yes. We are the home of the bias. I didn't mention we are in.
If we make it to the championship 4, you know what's going to happen.
Wreck them all.
Actually,
You know what?
I will say I will
win there last year.
He's very, very competitive in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Ross drives a
out,
Phoenix champion. So if he is in the Final Four, I think he wins. I will say that. Next.
All right, so I have Blaney, Larson, Tyler Reddick, and Bell.
Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick.
I threw Reddick in there. A little bit of wild card, but
Why
I threw
not
him in
Brad?
there. Man, listen.
Why not Brad?
It's a slow build.
More like a slow
Come on.
burn.
Slow build.
Come on,
You
man.
got one win. That's the slow build.
By
One
chance.
win.
We're going to
No.
knock Matt down a
Out
notch
of-
there.
out of the 4 drivers, I think they're the most consistent so far.
Hey Matt, I got the same ones as well. I'm pretty sure Larson, Reddick, Bell, and Blaney. You said?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
That's
so
what-
too.
that's what I put down. I mean, Bell's made it the last 2 years in a row. That
I mean,
makes sense.
Bell's shown Showtime winners. Like,
Yeah.
it's time for
Yeah,
him.
you
I
know.
think not having him in is a mistake.
Yeah, I mean Larson.
You set me up.
Larson's kind of the one that's
Hold on. Who?
or miss.
Depends on how much NASCAR is going to give Larson a hand. Pushing him forward.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't even listen. Don't even fucking start.
Larson in there.
Larson's just going to launch on the backstretch on the last restart, and they're going to go, "Yeah, looks good, looks good."
He's
guys."
fine.
Blaney's figured it out, and
And
Tyler
then,
Reddick should
and then let's make it a red flag so they don't have to drive around and waste their fuel.
Yeah.
be conservative here.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw our last podcast. Jake went a little ham on that one, but we all kind of did.
Don't even-
Yeah,
it's-
I did, and so did we, and we got annihilated on social media. Apparently, people did not agree with us.
yeah, it was worse than.
Yeah, we had somebody in our comments like, I don't know why I tuned in. You guys know nothing. I was like, all right, whatever. I just react to bullshit when I see it. Like,
So who do you guys
All right.
got?
What,
for your
what do
four?
you guys got?
So we have
Alex, who's your 4?
my 4. I mean, there's
Not in the butt on the paper.
there's some commonalities here.
Commonalities.
I got YRB naturally.
Can
I mean,
we get a
he's
Urban
not young
Dictionary
Ryan
look up on
Blaney
that?
anymore. He got a
What?
championship. He's not young.
A nominality.
CRB,
Commonalities.
MARB, middle-aged Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin. Unfortunately, I think he's going to make it. He's not going to do anything. Don't worry. But I think he's going to make it to the Final Four, and then he's going to choke. I got Kyle Larson, and I was torn on this one. I really was, but I went Tyler Reddick over Bell just because of his consistency lately.
That's
Yeah.
good picks.
Well, now we know who isn't going to be in. For one, I'll give some honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, Ryan Blaney.
Yay.
I don't think he's gonna make it again.
He's not going to make the cut,
Oh,
which is what honorable mention means. I think number 1, if we don't pick out Brad Keselowski as a Final Four, we would not be doing honor to homage to his patriotic state. 2,
and the home of the
Kyle Larson, because he is Kyle Larson.
yeah. That's like a free square on Bingo.
Christopher Bell, because I think Christopher Bell, I will point out, is going to be the champion. I'm calling
Okay.
Christopher Bell as a champion. And the last but not least, in the Final Four, ladies and gentlemen,
Ross Chastain.
Alexander Bowman.
Oh my
No, you're drunk.
She's still going with that.
Wow.
He said that in the beginning of the year.
He's coming back, baby. He's been hot.
Brokeback
Thank you,
Bowman's
bro.
coming back. I don't
Yeah,
know about
buddy.
that. Come on, man.
Are you a Bowman guy? You support
No,
Bowman?
I'm not a Bowman guy.
He just picked him early in the year, and he wants to stay
You're
true
not
to
an
his
ally
homer.
of Bowman?
I'm not an ally. No, I think he's
I'm an ally.
gay.
Okay. That's why.
He's gay.
What's wrong with
I
that,
thought
bro?
that too.
There's, the only thing that's wrong with being gay. Hey, guys,
Hey, I'm putting you here. In all honesty, I really do like Bowman. He's all right, man.
I bet you do.
Hey, bro. I mean, I like how he races Chili Bowl.
I
He
like
does all
his style. I like everything about him. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah, Bowman's a great guy. I have nothing bad to say
Cracked me
about him.
up.
Like when
His-
him a couple
his
years ago when him
hilarious.
and Bush were fighting, that was like that won me over. Like
Him and Hamlin was even better.
him and Hamlin was good.
When Bubba Wallace threw the water in his face, I became a Bowman fan. Like,
Oh yeah.
bro, don't take no
said he
crap.
was
and then,
thirsty.
And then Hammond called him a hack. I was like, I'm buying the T-shirt.
yeah.
So the best part about me is I own my own company, so I can't be canceled.
That's fair.
That's a good point.
And
Oh my
I live in a
gosh.
very, very red state. I don't mean Pennsylvania. I mean Perry County.
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
Our county is
It's kind of a
Pennsylvania is
flip
not
flop.
very red.
I know. Well,
No.
Philadelphia messes
it's
it up
basically
for us.
Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
true.
Yeah.
That is blue. And then
Cut
there's
those off, and then you're good.
Same
yeah,
deal
cut
here.
those off. Yeah, it's like cutting off California. It would save us millions in taxes.
Oh my God.
Once you get out of the
please.
smog in the city, everybody goes.
See,
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way:
the air
when
quality
the
is
shit
not
hits
good.
the fan, I have friends that are putting a seat that are blowing up the highway to get out of the city.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck getting out.
Have fun, everybody else. Good luck, everybody.
Welcome to the jungle.
This is a dangerous group. This is a dangerous group.
We're gonna have to drink.
There's much
Can
more.
you imagine if we were like in the infield of one of the tracks?
I'm telling you, we gotta go. What's Martinsville in the middle, right?
Be like the time we hang out with Moonhead.
Oh.
It was a bad night.
Oh, I can only imagine.
So one of the
crazy.
rules we have with camping is everybody has to at least finish a case of beer a day.
Week.
yeah,
Case beer day.
month for me.
You should
I
have
bring
seen
it home.
Alex. He
I'm old. I'm the old guy of the group.
one of these days. Well, once we're done with the
what happens if
podcast,
you
I'll
don't
tell you
drink
about
beer and you
Alex's
just do-
Michigan experience.
What if you don't
Oh.
drink beer and you just
Average a
do
bottle
like
a day.
liquor?
What do we?
Is there like a ratio
what was
here?
It last year we went to Daytona for Speed
6 to
Weeks.
1.
We killed
No, so there's no real. So listen, drinking beer does not count as drinking alcohol at the racetrack. It's like drinking water. So you need to replenish your beer
You
as
gotta
it is water.
rehydrate. You gotta
And then on
rehydrate.
top of that, you have your edibles and your liquor.
Okay.
That's
got
a
it.
post
Okay, that
podcast
works.
story.
Is that
Yeah,
a post
okay.
podcast story?
Yeah.
I won't bring it
Should
up.
be a good post podcast story. I'm interested.
All right, you got us. We're hooked.
All right.
All right, what's the what's
That's, that's for our OnlyFans account that we create.
Only race fans.
The only race fans.
Yeah, here for
you
the
want
fans.
You want the infield
Here for the
stories?
fans.
It costs this much money.
I tell you what.
Natalie Decker and Here for Speed. That's all.
Hey,
All you need.
have a nice photo.
At least get it. Never mind.
Quality content, both ends.
So as
my
we
gosh.
talk, so we've given out that art. So how do we feel? So obviously there's a lot of redundancy in our picks.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson, sure win. I don't even know who else we picked.
Blaney.
I think
Brady.
Denny Hamlin's probably sure in. Because I see Denny Hamlin doing a lot of experimenting right now and a lot of pushing the boundaries of what it may take on strategy to secure a win or whatever. So I think Denny Hamlin's going to be a lot because I think when he really like nails it down and like trying to chase points like he will in the playoffs, I think Denny Hamlin's a lock.
unless he chokes
Based
like
off his playoff
Sandy,
points.
let me know what he's done.
I get it, bro. I get it. But I'm just being real.
11
oh, man.
are over here.
Whatever.
So wait, you're not picking him as a champion, are you?
Well,
Oh no!
Guy.
I think it might be the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we will be removing them from the podcast.
We had a good run.
I'm not saying that's who I want, but just trying to be realistic. I mean, he's
He's choked every year so far, Jake.
Hold on,
What's
I know.
realistic
I get
about
it,
this?
bro.
Consistency.
He's so Hamlin, I get it. The guy is a freaking got a gag reflex like none other. Anyway,
Braxton might argue that.
look, this is what I'm saying. He, to me, across the season so far, he has had more consistency, and he could run top 5 every week, but he chooses to put himself in
suck.
position to get a opportunity for a win for some crazy strategy. Like we've seen Nashville go crazy, Chicago Street Course went crazy, Indy went a little wild last week. I just see him constantly putting himself in a position to kind of be outside of the box thinking because they have the top 5 speed every freaking week. And nobody else has done that. Byron, I love Byron. I'm a Hendrick Motorsports sympathizer and a fanboy to the core. Y'all know this.
Yep, that's true.
Unfortunately.
And
He was a Chase Elliott fan originally.
I was, and then he sucks now.
Chase Elliott has the same interview he's had for the last 6 years.
Yeah, I'm bored of Chase
Every
Elliott.
time it's like, yeah,
But, like,
great car. Thanks for my
Hendrick-
Napa car. That's great.
Hendrick, with the exception of Larson a little bit, has kind of fallen off. Penske has maybe gotten a little strong, but they suck. But like no other team besides the 11 team, maybe the 20's close, but like only the 11 has been this consistent fast every freaking week, unless it's a road course, which he's admittedly very bad at.
Or it rains.
Well, yeah, if
That's
it
it.
rains, it's a wash. Forget about it. But I mean, that's where, like, to me, the attrition of the 11 team to me makes me think they might make it. And they've been really fast on the New Hampshires. They've been fast on the flat tracks. It just makes me think he might be really, really good. And honestly, this is a real opinion. He might win the championship this year.
I
That's
think
my
they cut
opinion.
us off.
You know, that was a really good take, but your mic was cutting out the whole time. I'm sorry.
All I could hear was, I am a bag. Yeah.
Oh my
Alex is
gosh.
over there like, all right, timestamp, cut this out.
Story
So
of my
here's the
life.
thing. I think personally
No.
that Denny Hamlin has the speed and the talent to make it.
For sure.
However,
100%.
he is a douchebag, and somebody will wreck him.
I agree.
I guarantee it. He will not make it. If he makes it to the Final Four, he won't make it the whole way in Phoenix.
So I'm
They're
still,
going to go 7 wide, just like his butt cheeks.
I'm just letting that pass. I'm still holding out hope that in a big race and moment that Kyle Larson just dumps him and then he goes, all right, we're even.
Well, I mean,
I'm
after
still
getting
waiting
caught
on
out
that.
by your crew chief, I guess you almost have to.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now's the time. At 5 in the 11 going for the championship, just run him in the wall and then go, all right, we're good. Genius.
That would be hilarious.
I think that'd be great. I mean,
Please tell me
Please.
somebody else from that
Hamlin
side of the
running
camera
everybody
angle has a different champion than Dennis Hamlin.
I got Bell.
Dickie Hamlin.
I
Get it
Bell.
right.
We were both Bell, apparently.
Both Bell. Okay, I like it because I also did I just say I picked Bell?
You did. Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
you're
I
a
did.
Bell.
Yeah, I'm a Bell guy.
Yeah. No, I think Bell just because, like we said, flat tracks specifically, that style of kind of track, Bell this year has been lights out. Probably the fastest car on those type of tracks.
For sure.
As long as his brake rotors hold up, I think he can handle it.
He has
And
had some of the worst luck.
Dude,
It's because they're cheating and
like not like
breaking
Kyle
stuff.
Larson luck where it's like his fault or Kyle Busch luck where it's still kind of his fault. Like
Usually his
it's
fault. Yeah.
normally not Christopher Bell's fault. He's like,
no.
yeah,
I do think it's going to come down to them two. That's the two right there.
Yeah.
Man.
That'll be the race for the championship. And as of right now, as the season unfolds, as of now, it could change a lot. In the
Well, my
next,
thing with Bell was last year he did not have speed most of the year. He was, I mean, he had Gibbs speed, but overall he just wasn't impressive.
Yeah.
But when
like
he
his
had to
two wins or
win,
something.
he won.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so
Two
he's
years in a row,
start of
right?
the playoffs,
for like 2 years in a
went on
row he
hot
was winning in. So now I think he has the season to build on it. They're already 5 races ahead of where they were last year as far as points and wins, and I can just see it being very, very dominating. I think it could be not close.
Well, and he destroyed everyone in the spring at Phoenix. So
Like
it's
destroyed.
not a bad.
I mean that's a great point. I mean, you got to know every team is coming with all their best stuff, trying to, prep for that race.
The only other one I would probably argue is I just wouldn't count out Blaney. I think Blaney's going to be weak.
My man, come on now. There's my pick right there.
on it, man.
12's going back to back,
I know.
boys.
It's for some reason that fall race, Penske's gross there.
Yeah.
they know what they're doing, so you can't count them out.
They save all their cheating for the end of the year.
Might as well.
That's
Hendrick's doing it all
Might
year.
as
Might
well.
as
If you
well
ain't
catch up.
cheating, you ain't trying.
Actually, you wonder why Hendrick's not running good is because they're actually running with no stuff right now.
They left the louvers at home.
Mitchell, your pick.
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick
Yeah.
at all. I don't even know if there's any reason to fight that pick because it is Kyle freaking Larson, possibly the best driver to ever grace planet Earth.
Yes. And opposed
And
to
it's
what people
not
on TikTok
close.
think, we do like Kyle
He's
Larson.
ours.
So
Yeah,
I mean, between those 3 or 4, if you include Blaney, right? So between those 4, any one of them guys could do it, for sure.
yeah.
I mean, so a lot of people hate the playoffs, but I think this is what's really fun about the playoffs.
Oh, I think it's great.
I'm kind of like I hated the playoffs at first, and then over the years, I've kind of like, man, this is kind of fun.
Coming into the sport later, like we did. I mean, Matt, I don't know how you feel, but like for me, I don't remember the season like the way it was done before, like the way the Winston Cup and all that stuff did it, and just I can't. And I've had it explained, and I've looked into it, and I'm just like, I don't see how this is better, like or how that was better. I see how the playoffs we have now is better. I don't see the argument.
I just think we need to have a revolving final race. That's my only beef because
I agree.
Like,
I would either
1000%.
say that or at least have like 2 or 3 races of like different styles, like a short track, maybe
Right.
intermediate or something, just to kind of shake it up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm great with that too. But because I'm a Blaney fan, so I should love Phoenix every year because he's like one of the top guys there. But I still think it's dumb. Like I think you need 4 or so tracks to rotate between.
Do you have you guys been to the championship finale race?
I almost went last year, but I was not allowed to. When Blaney
so
locked in, I
sad.
was like, I should
Was it
go.
one of
And then,
these?
yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
One of
I'm
those
so
ring
sorry.
things.
Women.
Well, I looked at my bank
never
account. That's
forget.
what did it.
That
I
was
looked at the bank
definitely
account.
the
And
bank.
went, oh, wait, I'm
Another
broke.
good one.
Yeah,
That's what stops me from going to all 38 races a year.
I hate it.
Or
Dang it. I guess
one
I'll go work.
Formula One race.
Oh my gosh. Why don't
Yeah.
you? Oh, this guy right here.
Oh, we got more.
Another sticker.
Yeah,
the
thank
focus.
God. I think there was a blank piece of black metal there. Might as well get that covered up.
I like DJ. We need more stickers on our mics.
Okay, buy them.
I got a box.
No, I meant the mic stands.
Oh yeah, there's that.
I'm not worried about
Oh
the
yeah.
stickers.
I
mean,
need that.
back
Oh man, now I'm
here
sure
would be
here.
good.
That's in like my
fair enough.
space now.
I know.
Oh,
Hey, you need
man.
another one.
I'm out of
You need another
stickers. I got to go bring some more from the truck.
I know. Well, make it
Want to
happen.
hear for this beat sticker?
We need some.
No, I want good stickers. Thanks.
Jeez.
Oh, rude.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
Yeah,
We got
Have
some
you been
racing.
recognized?
We got some
So-
Racing Addicts
Just so
podcast
you guys
stickers
know,
from 3 years
my
ago.
love language is sarcasm. So if I'm
Yeah.
making fun of you, it means I love you. And if I'm not
Yeah, I
talking
mean,
to
I'm
you, it
not
means
gonna
I don't
lie,
like you.
my-
Right, Mitch?
It's very true.
First couple
He loves Corey
years of
LaJoy.
Mitch and my friendship, he was like, Dave's really mean.
I never said that.
Dave is really
When
mean.
the hell did I ever say that?
You said I was mean, Mitch. I heard it. I heard what you said about me. You racist
felt it.
bastard.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't like me because I'm indigenous.
I love you, David. You know that.
White people like you are the reason we don't have the Washington Redskins anymore.
I call them the Redskins.
Yeah, well, you're racist.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so biggest disappointment. I mean, I think we can all agree it's the fact that Daniel Suarez got to win. What better way to waste a playoff position?
That's the biggest.
Oh my god.
I actually could think of one that's better.
Austin Cindric. Amigo.
To me, he's the most predictable. That's what Daddy Money's look like. I mean,
Oh man.
Fair enough.
That guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's more surprising? Let me ask real quick. What's
the
more
worst part for me,
surprising?
bro, he looks like a skinhead. Like, grow some hair and wear a hat, bro. Like, come on. Like, come on.
You talking about Austin?
Austin
Yeah.
Cindric.
Oh,
Austin
yeah.
Cindric.
He looks like
Like,
the gay
come
Harry
on.
Potter.
The 7-foot
As
tall
if
one.
Harry Potter isn't gay enough. So, what is a bigger surprise? The fact that Austin Cindric won a race or that Martin Truex has not?
Oh, for sure. It has to be Austin Cindric, right?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he won the race legitimately. It wasn't like Suarez where he just
Well-
got lucky.
Oh, he didn't.
Well,
I mean, he got pretty lucky, but he was
one
second.
engine blew
We'd
up
have ran
and
out
someone
of
ran out of fuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's how he wins every time. He's not wrecking Brad. Piece of shit.
There's a lot of Brad haters on the field, man.
I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Like Martin
Just keep
Truex
wrecking
Jr., his mind is on retirement, and he's kind of checking out. So like
not like he
him
hasn't
not
been.
winning this year is like, and he's getting older. Like that's not as big as a surprise. He's still running good, but like the Austin Cindric deal is just like
Yeah.
he ain't ran fast all year. How the hell are you running top 3 now for
right.
one race,
Yeah.
The one race where two guys, the first two run out.
Mr.
Yeah.
Penske? I need all the cheats, Daddy, all the cheats,
Is he that guy
and,
that
then, and he can only run third.
He said, Daddy, cheat me up. Give me 3 layers of plastic on my downforce.
And they still had to take out the 20 and the 12 to get him there, you
I
know?
was saying, Austin Cindric is the guy that literally pays for Call of Duty cheats and still gets third.
Bro,
God, I
on.
hate that guy.
Oh.
you think he has aim hacks?
I hope not, because it's pretty
It's like
bad.
an iRacing when you buy the hacks to like be able to have like steering assist to help you not burn tires. Like,
Oh my
That's what
gosh.
Mitch does.
Autopilot.
Gosh.
Just
So
endless crap.
are there any other disappointments besides them? Like
Kyle
I-
Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
RCR as
Big
a whole.
time.
That's a
RCR.
fair.
Yeah.
Is he trashing the rest of the year to make it to be the number 7 next year? Because he does have the performance clause.
Oh, we talked about this.
We did
Yeah.
right before you guys got on.
Matt actually brought this to us. Man, you
That's
Brad
because
fan.
Matt is smart.
I'm
Y'all,
telling you.
y'all be following these like real dark web style conspiracy NASCAR sites.
So
Apparently,
for
y'all are on the same website. I don't
Hey,
Pornhub?
Dave, do you have a tinfoil
Brad's
hat
number
too?
one
Because I feel like you
fan.com.
do.
Drop the link in the chat, please.
I would not answer that question over the
It's just a
interweb.
rumor.
But
that he has a
allegedly-
protocol.
AlexJones.com.
Allegedly, I have a tinfoil and about 40,000 rounds of ammo, along with bulletproof Kevlar.
Well, he did until he lost him in the boating.
Actually, I did until I
Yeah.
lost. It's unfortunate. My pontoon went down. And
I
you all
mean,
jerked me off, Hannah.
I think Kyle Busch can't just help. I think he just can't help himself. He just has to drive hard every lap, and he just has a car that won't do it.
Yeah.
Or he's trying to get out of it.
But if that's true, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you might as well drive hard. If you crash out, then you able to get out. If you drive hard and you get good,
I think he's in wreckers or checkers mode. I mean, he's 112 points below the cut line.
he can point his way in.
That's
there's no
a lot.
making it out, right? There's no way he makes it out without a win.
That's
Yeah.
called not happening.
I don't even know. I think Bubba's the only person who really can. Bubba's -7, and then below him is Chase Briscoe at 83, Kyle Busch at
That ain't
112. Todd Gilliland, like you're by Todd Gilliland and Michael McDouchebag. Also, let's point out that Todd Gilliland is running better than Michael McDowell, 118 points behind to McDowell's 148.
I will throw this out. I actually,
That's a whole race.
My biggest improvement, surprise, whatever, I had Todd Gilliland because I think he is
Funny.
way outperformed
That's
this
a
year.
way outperforming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine.
Oh, nice. Good pick.
I completely agree.
Yeah, and like he has become one of the consistent forwards at the front of the field. It's Blaney, Brad, and Todd.
Todd Gilliland.
Yeah.
Freaking
I
A.
wonder-
It's insane.
I wonder if Michael McDowell, Michael McDouchebag,
It's contagious.
Furniture Row with all these things that are happening, all these shifts. Like, it seems like Furniture Row is really becoming a pretty formidable team. Like,
yeah.
you went to Spire to
make you
chase
wonder.
the bag, but man, was that a mistake? I mean, they lost Corey LaJoy. I mean, major hit.
And that's epic. I mean, losing Corey LaJoy.
Although, I mean,
That's like getting ice cream before you run a race. It's just not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Stomach's gonna hurt.
My IBS is going to kick
who
in.
do you
I'll be
think
the whole way down the road.
spots? Who do you think Rodney Childers crew chiefs for?
Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
I think
Ty Dillon had a good chance for the 7th.
Oh man. Talk about a downgrade.
so. I don't know.
Do they have a
I'll just
stack
put
of
it this way.
newspapers
If they
they can
put
put in the
Ty-
seat? That'll do better.
If they put Ty Dillon in the 7, I'm gonna have Mitch move into me and put him on suicide watch.
I don't know.
I heard
mean,
Matty D. I heard Matty D's coming back.
Oh.
Gross. Stop.
It ain't that. Yeah.
Mitch, I got a question. Are you a fan of the 7 or are you a fan of Corey LaJoy?
Oh, I'm a fan of the Corey LaJoy. So when he was for Burger King Racing, I was kind of a fan of Corey. When Casey left, I started listening to his podcast, and that's kind of why I started liking him. But no, I'm not a fan of Spire. I honestly thought Spire was a bad idea. In the beginning, he had an option to go between front row or Spire, and he chose Spire, which I thought was a bad decision, and definitely was. So
Yikes.
Maybe he's
All
going
right.
pro.
He might be.
So our favorite 2024 moment so far. At this point, I feel like I should add to the conversation that we are switching platforms at this point in the episode.
Do we want to switch right now or do we want to do this one and then switch?
Why would we do this one?
Stupid. Yeah. Dumb question. Never mind.
There's no such thing, Alex. Just remember, there's no such thing as dumb questions, just dumb people.
Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you very much. Well, then this is a good time to say, please make short tracks great again.
Make sure track's
That's where we're
great
at.
again.
Agreed.
And don't vote for anybody that's backing the blue. And by backing the blue, I mean Democrats, not cops.
I think we got that. Xfinity Cars and Cup. Thank you. Bye.
Timestamp.
All right. So for the rest of the episode, tune in to Here for the Speed.
Yeah,
Could
for
be
the
good.
Did you go through puberty when you said that?
I did. Did you like that? It was that quick. Yeah. That's all that.
Here. I can't even crack my voice anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So, yes, we'll do that. Peace out.
Holla.
Gay.
All right.
All
We
right.
cut again.
Is it our turn now?
Yeah,
It's your turn.
you guys can start
Oh,
the
gosh.
intro and then pick up. Do you still want me to ask questions or you want to ask questions?
No, that's fine. You can keep doing
Yeah.
your thing. It's fine.
Yeah, no, you're doing good with
We're
it. So
gonna
I'd say
get
go
we
with
have good momentum. Let's keep it going.
All right.
All right, so
let's all do
you
an
guys
intro
set it
again?
up and then I'll take over.
Man, y'all made me. This is kind of nervous. I've never had this many people listening to me like at one time.
6?
Might never have it again.
5?
You only had like 700 viewers last week, and you're worried about 6. Like, come on, DJ, get it together.
It's more pressure.
Come on.
All right, these people
You
know
guys
what
get
they're
700?
Yeah,
Damn.
You got a crap
doing.
ton
Hold on.
last week.
700 impressions. It's a little,
Viewers.
little-
It says viewers.
it's a
Let
little-
it go.
It's a little different.
I don't know what any of that means.
I think
Me
it meant
neither.
his mom clicked like
So,
a lot
guys,
of times.
I am one racial slur away from being a boomer. I'm not going to lie.
What a way to start. That's our intro. Let's roll.
Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll go for it. Okay, what is up, guys? It's DJ with Here for the Speed. I'm joined by Jake and Matt, and we got some very special guests on our show today. We have the fellas from the Racing Addicts Podcast with us. What's up, guys?
Yo, yo.
How's it going? I apologize for the horrible name. You guys' name is way cooler. Your logo's better. But Alex is our graphic designer, so that makes sense.
Oh, thanks. Good to meet you. I'm Alex.
Immediately throws him under the bus.
So, I don't want to line myself with your name. Like, I mean, the Racing Addicts, like, I mean, we're like in a severe depression right now. Like, I feel like we're like, I mean,
Is this
when,
the
when,
intervention?
when,
long
when you
Sunday.
don't have like your heroin fix for 2 weeks, like you go into a rough state.
I'm
Like,
in
you're
rough shape.
right
I
now.
know all about that.
I used to be skinny.
Oh, I'm skinny. I'm skinny.
Oh, my
Be
gosh.
skinny.
Hey, we still
Oh
got
my
the
God.
World of Outlaws, so we're good. We have content, you know.
That is true. We do have
Yeah.
a lot of that.
I was just totally scouring floor racing last night. Everything. I want it on my TV, on my phone, like anything I can get.
So before we dig back into what we were actually talking about, I had to have a question. So I'm David from the Racing Addicts. Then we have Mitch,
What's up, everybody?
and then we already talked about Alex,
What's
our
up?
producer, co-host, heartthrob.
Handsome
the
devil,
above. Porn star.
whatever.
Lightning lover.
Blaney Lover. Champion Blaney Lover.
Champion Blaney Lover. But do you guys have like what is the dirt track situation around you guys like? So like here in central Pennsylvania, we are like the dirt Bible Belt. Like how many dirt tracks are within an hour?
Volusia. I mean, that's it.
Volusia, yeah, I think that's
New
the
Smyrna.
only one.
Probably
you
a
said,
couple
yeah,
smaller
dirt
ones,
track.
but nothing of like merit. Like Volusia's. I mean,
New
Volusia's
Smyrna's not dirt, obviously, but that's probably
Yeah,
another.
New Smyrna. New Smyrna is definitely reputable, good short track, but it's asphalt. But dirt wise, it's
think it is.
Volusia, and that's pretty much
And
it.
like there's like 410 action there every week.
You know, I don't know. Like we go like depends like how Speed Week schedule falls. Like sometimes we try to go, especially when we're down there, and try to go hit some of the dirt action during Speed Weeks. But it kind of depends. Like this last year was not great because it fell like everything fell. I can't remember. It was either the week of Speed Weeks and like,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna.
Oh
be
yeah, I remember that. It was something weird like where the
or it
layover was just bad
weeks
planning.
before, and it's like it
It's
just
either
wasn't
watch
great.
the duels on Thursday or go to like the headlining show for dirt. And it's like, well,
It was
I'm
tough.
at Daytona. We're camping. We're partying.
Yeah.
We're going to watch the
You
duel.
kind of already committed, yeah.
What sucks is like we love like when we're down there for Daytona and Speed Weeks, like New Smyrna does the same thing. We're like, bro, run the good races on nights. There's not duels or
Yeah.
truck races. Like, come on. Or run in the morning on a Thursday when all the race fans are at Daytona 15 minutes away. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, we need to be head to head against NASCAR because we can compete. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
Makes no sense.
Makes
the
no
last
sense.
couple years,
Especially
like,
because they alienate your
totally
number
got
one
off.
race driver for both sports, Kyle.
Yeah. And your audience, because like honestly, a lot of people are watching both. So why not like captivate both?
I don't know, man. Like what's like with Speed Weeks at Daytona, they've consolidated everything basically. I mean, if you count like qualifying on Wednesday, which is okay, but not great. But basically everything's from Thursday to Sunday. And then like they run everything at all the local short tracks from Thursday to Sunday. You're like,
What is going
bro,
on?
you have a whole week before that with all the race fans from Daytona. I don't know if y'all know, but that is packed.
You're allowed to camp
From
2
2
weeks.
weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
We all have a giant party in the infield because it's Super Bowl Sunday. Like, you can't figure that out like that. Dude, that frustrates me so bad.
They
like,
don't want to compete with the Super Bowl, but Daytona 500, they're like,
We got it.
We got to do this.
what on us? Like, it's so infuriating.
Yeah, we had dirt.
Because like we used to like back
Great.
in the day when we started going to Speed Weeks, like it was always like, man, Tuesday night, we'd always go see a super late model race
Oh, yeah.
or a modified race at New Smyrna, or we went to the Outlaws and Volusia. But now like they're trying to like compete. It's just stupid. Like I don't get it, man. I really don't. I just don't. So it sucks. So like as far as like good dirt racing, Volusia is it, and the Outlaws come during speed weeks, and we'd rather be at the NASCAR track.
That's fair. I get it. That's like the one good thing about PA is we have 5 premier dirt tracks within like 45 minutes of us. So
Yeah, that's what it's like.
yeah.
Man,
That's
Like
awesome.
Port Royal Speedway, which is arguably the best dirt track in the world, is like 15 minutes from my house. So that's the one
How many
thing
times
we
have you
have.
gone this year, Alex?
I'm going in September to
Thank
the
you for
Tusky
that.
50.
You're
So
welcome.
thank God. Yeah. High limits.
Even New Smyrna's, it's a
That's-
big commitment because we're an hour and a half away from New Smyrna.
Yeah.
So like we got to
Yeah.
go
Okay.
racing
Yeah,
at
that's like-
11:30.
yeah,
We're not
that's-
getting back till 1 or 2 in the morning.
It's all
Right.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's hard, man. Like it's hard to do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, then we have the Grove, which is 30 minutes away.
Right.
Trash. Sorry.
It's a terrible track, but it's close.
Everybody loves it. The Williams Grove, then there's Sealands Grove, then there's Bats, then
which
there's
is great.
Lincoln.
Linda's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clyde Martin.
Hagerstown.
I'm saying.
You'll have too many
Hager's,
tracks.
yeah, we have a lot of dirt
Pocono
tracks.
is the best track.
Pocono's there somewhere. It's a fun party place.
It's great
How
to
do you guys
drink.
not like it?
All right, so I got a
Pocono's
question,
amazing.
David.
Yes.
You and Matt are basically the same person from an alternate timeline.
You guys are each other's variants.
How do you feel about Pocono?
Man, you are a pervert.
You're making it
Sorry,
look
what was the
weird.
question?
How do you feel about triangle?
How do you feel about
tracks like
triangles?
Pocono?
Yeah. let's talk about triangles.
Well, I mean, they're good.
the best
I don't think it's amazing. I do like
I
it.
think it's just better because Denny Hamlin wins a lot.
Well, that's part of the
If
problem.
Brad won there every year, how would you feel about triangle?
I would love it. Brad wins anywhere, everywhere. I'm going to love it.
I thought this year was a perfect triangle. Just
I
saying.
like this. Is my new favorite track. Guys.
It was a good race. this
It
year.
was.
I enjoyed it.
It was a good race.
So I mean,
Yeah.
so as far as NASCAR goes, Pocono is your home track, correct?
I mean, I would say Dover is for me, technically.
I
Is Dover closer?
not by a little bit. Pocono's closer, but like we go to Dover more.
Yeah.
because it's better.
I'm not going to lie. I've never been to Pocono.
I get that.
Really?
Never.
I'm
been
actually.
to Pocono?
I thought you
I've
were.
never been to a Pocono race.
Oh my god.
So I have a campsite in Delaware that's like
He doesn't fall in
45
love
minutes
with
from the
the triangle
track.
pit.
So that feels like home to me.
That's true.
My vacation.
How far?
So like I have a camper that I have in Delaware. So like it's like 45 minutes from the track.
Oh, that's nice.
So like now we didn't go this year, or did we? No, we did go because it got rained out.
You went.
What happened?
I couldn't.
I went to Luke
remember.
Holmes on
it
Saturday.
was the Luke Combs. Yeah, we were supposed to get
Yeah.
out for the weekend. I forgot about Luke Combs tickets. So we had we did Luke Combs Saturday night with the entire family at Beaver Stadium, 85,000 people, and then went home, dropped the kids off, and drove to Dover.
Committed.
Just for it to be 150 degrees and Brad to get wrecked out in the first stage.
because you left
I
halfway
left.
through, and you're like,
I
I'm
was
done.
like, I don't give a. I'm done. I'm going home. I'm so pissed off right now.
And then
I'll
Denny
tell you,
won.
it gets worse. It gets worse as a Ross fan when he wrecks on the white flag of the Daytona 500, making them move for the win because Austin Cindric is a complete idiot.
Hey, we were at Martinsville for the Hail Mary,
Hail Mary.
the Hail Melon.
Were you really?
That's awesome.
Glory.
Yeah, because I was watching Brad come to the check, and I was like,
let me-
"What the hell is
hold on.
behind him?"
Let me set the scene for you.
That was great.
We all like, Matt might not say it, but he likes Ross because we're all Florida boys. That's our guy. It's a Florida guy. Like the amount of depression 5 laps to go. They're like, Ross isn't going to make it. Like it's over. It's done.
It's been a fun year.
Yeah.
Like
Well, Brad was already out of the playoffs, so
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
it was kind of like one of those things.
But he was getting a top 5.
when,
1,000 points behind
when
'cause he
Ross
was
did
cheating,
the
so-
Hail Melon, the amount of insanity that broke out in the Here for the Speed studio was ridiculous.
it was nuts.
like, I don't know what our wives thought, but it was,
They were all outside.
we went
with kids or something.
absolutely insane.
We lost
he
our
just
mind.
made it.
Yeah. Like,
But I'm telling you, it just goes from the lowest of lows, to like the highest highs.
the worst
yeah.
part was
Just
we're all
for 1
freaking
second.
out, and then we're all kind of the same reaction all his crew guys had, where it's like, wait, does that count? Is that like, and we're all like looking at each other like, wait, does it?
I think
that work?
Maybe.
I think
yeah.
it's good.
I think it worked.
Denny Hamlin out of the Final Four.
That's
Yeah.
it. Wow.
I don't
That
know
was-
if you heard it on
that made
TV,
it
but
even
dude, the stands erupted
It was
when he knocked
insane.
Hamlin out. Like completely
sure.
insane.
So I gotta know because I haven't talked to anybody that was there. What was that like? You gotta tell me.
It was confusing.
Yeah.
Mostly anything. Because so we were sitting like
so we
right,
hear that.
we were like halfway through turn 1. So like we were able to look straight down the speedway, the front stretch, and it was like, right, yeah. So all of a sudden you just see this like black cloud coming through like it's freaking Passover, right? And turns out Denny Hamlin did not have the blood of the lamb protecting him.
That's right.
Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
Man, y'all really in the Bible Belt.
Oh yeah.
He got chastained.
We know the Bible around here. I'll tell you what. There's a reason that Alex has to edit out all 55 Fs I've given tonight.
And we're gonna start sending you unedited.
For a
podcasts
while,
you
we
can
were
hear.
all on staff at a church.
Oh yeah. No, we need the unedited podcast, please.
Oh, tell you what, you guys can get. We actually haven't covered this yet. One last side topic before we get back to the list. You guys, Apple or Android?
Apple, please.
Apple.
Worse to be an Apple.
No Apple at all. I will not. I can't stand them.
Oh.
I mean, if you just don't like organization, then screw you.
I like to be able to do what I want to do with my device.
I
That's what it
have a Game Boy emulator. I've done
is. When did that
everything I
come?
wanted to
When
do.
did that emulator come to your phone?
Can we
Last
move
week.
Well, I was
forward?
going to say we send you videos, but you can't take it, so we won't send you videos.
No, you're right. I can't.
There's like $150,000 worth of Apple equipment in front of me right now.
I know. No,
One,
you know.
two, three, four,
Just,
five.
just for clarity, what are y'all?
We are Apple folk.
Apple.
They're all
Yeah,
Apple.
we're all Apple junkies.
Yeah, so we got
We
one
have like 5
freaking
MacBooks.
weirdo. We already knew that. Let's move on.
Okay. I will say this. I think that like from a technical standpoint, their stuff is amazing. Like their quality, their
The best.
engineering, they are. I wouldn't say
End
the
of
best.
discussion. I love it. That's great.
All
Next
right,
topic.
perfect.
Yeah.
I can't stand their software crap. That's the stuff that
Xfinity
pisses
Championship pick. No.
me off. And moving on.
All right, your least favorite moment from 2024, obviously when Austin Cindric won.
Did we do? We didn't do most
that's
favorite. I
not
don't
mine.
think, did we?
most favorite moment
favorite, I
so
think,
far
was what
of
we
the
were.
season?
Brad when we won. I mean, that's easy. Come on.
Hallelujah. Praise the
Roll
Lord.
it up.
All right,
Mine
next on the
is-
list.
Mine has to be, and it's probably for all three of us, really.
When
Because
Brad won.
shut up, man. You're such an idiot.
I'm gonna mute you.
It's when Ryan Blaney went. No.
Don't be talking.
Get him. Get him.
I'm going to tell him. Matt, tell him. Tell him. I ain't never
Matt,
drove
keep it
17
together.
hours to kick somebody's ass. I'm fixing to. Wait, where in Florida are you guys at again?
Orlando.
I'll send you the address. Don't
Central
worry.
Florida,
From
come
my-
to-
from my-
Orlando? I'm flying
to
down in
Lone
8
Mountain.
weeks. I will need to ride from the airport now that I know you.
I will tell you. Yeah, we'll tell you this. There's one mountain in Florida. If you can find that one mountain, you'll find this crazy guy.
Come get
So
you
if
some.
you could pick me up and drive me to Cape Canaveral, that would save me $700 in car rentals.
Screw the beach. Anyway,
Oh, you're going on a cruise.
We're cruising it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico. I'm hoping that they take me.
you can just
Is
fly
it-
to
wait.
Mexico.
Well, you're already better than Kyle Busch then, because he can't go there.
Praise the
That's
Lord.
true.
I'm not gonna lie. On a side note, before we go there, I'm still very confused. If they end up racing in Mexico, I have no idea how that's
How
going
does
to play
that
out.
work? I didn't think about that.
I've been
I'll
wondering
get a
since
waiver.
that's been a rumor.
Get a waiver.
Get some kind of waiver.
Yeah, there's no waivers in El Chapo's neighborhood, buddy. They
Chop will
just
be
shoot
waiting
you.
at the gate.
They're
Be
like,
waiting at the
oh,
gate.
you no come.
Listen.
Boom. Boom.
He might
I'm
get a
saying-
waiver, but NASCAR's going
If
to
it was-
debate it for 4 weeks before they give it to him.
Yeah, man. They messed him up like Sandusky, Ohio, baby. Come on.
I think it depends how many points he is behind. Like if he's like 200 points behind, like you don't really need one.
Just,
important.
the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Just
Well, we're talking about wild schedule stuff. What about Bowman Gray being the Clash next year?
Let's
That's
go.
amazing.
Is that actually happening?
Sorry.
Is that confirmed?
Be 17 degrees. Let's go.
I
It's
mean,
not
Bianchi. I
100%,
think
but
Bianchi
it's
confirmed
early.
it, didn't he?
I don't.
Well,
think so,
they've
but it's-
said on the teardown, like, it's happening. And Denny Hamlin had said the same, like, it's happening.
That's fine
Although
with
if
me.
you feel like Twitter or any kind of, like, athletic source, like, kind of leak, there's been enough said that you're like, yeah, it's probably happening.
So, Mitch, you lived in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
In the month of February, like it's got to be cold,
No.
right? Really?
No, I was in short. Dude, I
Not
was,
compared to Pennsylvania.
no, it's
Well, yeah.
dude, 70, it starts getting 70, 80 degrees in February. Some
No
days.
way.
Yes, just
You're
start.
lying,
Tell you
bro.
what,
I'm not lying.
we'll get
You'll-
Kenny on. Kenny, we'll have you come on so you
It's
can run
so
your rant about being too cold to
Daytona
race.
in February. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, when I was in North Carolina, there were days where it was like in the 70s in February.
Note.
And I know, I mean, even like I remember wearing shorts and a t-shirt for New Year's Eve and it was 73 degrees. Like it just depends on the season, right? I mean, we did have a blizzard mid-January before I left, but
there was that one time it was -4.
yeah, but that was like, that was the last time it happened. It was like 2022, I think. But yeah, it does get warm in February.
a long time
Okay.
ago.
All right. Well, that's better then. I was like, these people are drunk. There's no way it's gonna be 30 degrees.
It's not gonna be that cold.
No, okay, good.
It could be that cold, but I don't think it will.
All right.
If NASCAR's there, it's gonna be a blizzard.
Probably.
What's Bowman Gray hold seating capacity wise? 15, 20?
20 tops.
Yeah, 15 to 20,000.
So you're gonna get
like 15, 20 or 1,000.
You'll get more people there than you did at the Clash at the Coliseum.
Well, you're
Coliseum
not.
had like
How's that
five.
work?
Not on the West Coast, and the Devil's
How's
Den.
that?
It's gonna be packed.
The Devil's Armpit, as our co-friend says.
Here's my question about Bowman Gray. Like the stock cars are much heavier. The NASCAR Gen 7 cars are much heavier than like say a late model, whatever. Are they going to have to put safer barriers and things like that in? Like, is that going to kill like
Well,
say
so-
the end of the regular weekly season at Bowman Gray to prep the track? Like, what does that look like?
Well,
it's
it's
a
not like it's going to
madhouse.
cost any more than it takes them to build an entire freaking track.
Well, that's true.
No,
That's
I
true.
mean, I don't disagree with you on the cost. I definitely, for sure. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what does that impact? Like, what else does that impact?
Well,
to like prep the track and get it ready to go.
Nothing
And then
much.
the other thing I've heard about it is the teams. What I've heard is the teams are concerned about there's not staging area to host cup teams.
No.
Oh no, it's tight. The pit road's like
Yeah, pit road's tight.
Yeah.
There will be definitely
Like,
non-competitive
you can't
stops
host
if there's any
36
stops.
cup teams. You cannot.
but
It's just gonna be one like a circle.
so if you've seen K&N used to race there, and there's some old races there with Larson, Suarez, Corey LaJoy, all of them. They've raced there before.
Corey win at Bowman Gray?
He did.
He did?
He did. He has a win there.
Whoa!
So
Is that like, how many tracks has Corey won at? Like 2?
That's it.
he has 4 ARCA wins. I think he has like 5 or 6 K&N wins. He must won a championship one year, but
And he got a clock.
he has a
He
clock.
got a clock.
Yeah.
Wrecked the entire field for the championship, but he got a clock.
But what I was saying,
What series?
I was
well, he
Modifieds, right?
well mods for that, but I was saying with K&N,
The modified clock count.
the clock, right?
What doesn't count right? It's been modified.
I'm giving you a hard time. I do like Corey LaJoy.
No, yeah, you're good.
Unfortunately, he's used to it from us.
Yeah,
So.
just kind of take it at this point.
Just like Corey takes it.
Yeah.
And last.
I was
Yeah,
saying
man,
that
knuckle guy.
however they ran the show with the K&N series, probably what they're going to do with that as well. But they don't go fast enough to really worry about safer barriers there. I don't
I don't
I
know,
wonder if
bro.
they'll just do them in the corners like they
Late-
do at some of the other places.
I'm telling you, it's
A late model stock. I don't know the weight off the top of my head, but it's not 3,500s or 3450, whatever a Gen
They're
7
still
is.
pretty heavy, but they're not that heavy. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
34.7, and then don't forget the Gen 7 is so rigid, like it just hits it way harder than
it
other cars.
does. It does.
I think that's something. I don't say when I say like a safer wall or something. I'm not really so much talking for the drivers. I'm more so talking like about the facility.
Right. Oh, facility's fine.
Second timeout. Whoa.
Facility be all right. It's pretty good. When I've been there, I was pretty impressed for what it was.
All right, real quick. Most surprise disappointment of the season. Are you drinking a Truly?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have to offset the whiskey because I'm almost out.
He's like,
Wait a
I
minute.
had whiskey, but then I went to my Truly.
Where's your Busch beer? Aren't you a Ross guy?
Do you have any more peach? I think I drank all the
there's a
peach
peach
today.
can
I
there.
So,
think I drank it all.
You gotta,
as we try to wrap up this cup scenario, you are king for a day in NASCAR. What are 3 things you do or change? I'm going to go first because I'm the host, and I say I get to go first.
Sure.
I'm going to do one thing.
Yes, King.
One thing for the day. I'm king for the day. I only need to do one change. I don't need to do 3. I need to do 1. I'm hiring Dale Earnhardt Jr. as my VP of operations with total say of everything.
Did you write my notes?
I didn't look at your notes.
I literally wrote that in mine
Like,
too.
oh.
But fire this
That's all I got to do.
That
One
was really my
thing.
number one.
Dale Jr.'s in charge. Period.
I'm dumb. I didn't write that.
You
I didn't write
gotta
that.
fire
Don't
the
write
Steve.
You know what? You can be king.
Yeah, can we throw our vote for King over to you?
I voted for 2 Pocono races.
Okay, I like that one too. We'll make that.
Pocono races.
It's a triangle. It's great.
It's a triangle.
If you don't know, Matt goes on and on about Pocono being his favorite track.
Bro,
look
y'all
forward
know.
to
Come on up.
It is like
Yeah, you need to make the. You can stay at my house. Come on up, Matt. You can stay at my Brad Kozlowski room. I have a.
hey, grab another.
I actually have so I'm an electrician. I'm working this customer's house a couple months ago, and they're like retired and moving down south to be with their kids and their grandkids. So they're selling their house, doing some fixing up. I walk through the hallway, and there is a Coca-Cola soda skin of the Intimidator in the white
dang.
Good Wrench suit, holding a Coke
That's pretty cool.
with the shades on. I was like, "Hey, how much you want for that?" He said, $20. I said, "Whoa!" So now I have a life-size Intimidator in my man cave.
Really? I'll have to check it out.
No. We need it in the studio, right there.
Should I bring it in?
You should.
I have to bring
Put
it
it right over your shoulder, just like looking at you in the corner.
Cut the bottom half
want
off.
it.
Just have the king there looking, or the king, the
king.
Intimidator looking at me.
No, he is the king. Don't get it wrong.
He's the king. Yeah.
The true king.
You should have seen my face. So we won
Petty
tickets.
wishes.
Mitch won.
Oh yeah,
Mitch won tickets from Blue Chew to go to Martinsville last year.
Damn you, David. God.
Hold on. I think I'm
Blue
one of the
Mew, whatever that stuff was with Rusty Wallace, not Blue Chew. Not Jake Paul in it. God.
Wait, can we be serious? Is that a real thing? If we try Belucci, we get free race tickets?
I'm sure you'll get something free.
I'm
I
not
don't know
gonna lie.
what.
Probably
Get a-
Joy's back shoes.
Coach.
I mean, we bought video games for free race tickets.
That is big
Yeah, we
facts.
We did do that.
So we get
There's 100
so we get, for one, Martinsville has this rule where you can't have alcohol in the suites, which was probably one of the most disappointing points. Actually, we'll add that on the biggest disappointment ever. You know, when I'm king for a day, we're changing that rule too.
That was 2022, but it's
Well,
okay.
you are the king for three, so make that's one of your king rules.
That's
that you
another
can
one,
change.
yes. So
Number
it's-
2.
So there you go. There's my 3. Dale Jr.'s in charge. 2 Pocono races and
Yep.
alcohol in the suites in Martinsville.
Free alcohol.
Imagine sitting there. So I sit there and I look over, and the king is beside me. I can see
Oh,
his
yeah.
cowboy, and I'm like, "Holy shit, that's Richard Petty."
We all
It's a
got the
feather.
selfie with the king.
We got selfies with the king.
Have you all ever got a photo with Richard Petty?
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
cool. He just showed up. Showed up in the suite. He signed my.
Stalked him
I stole
at
somebody's
Daytona.
magazine so he'd sign it for me. Still got it. Didn't
You
buy
steal
it.
their Blue Chew?
I stole their blue chew.
Hey, King, this is for you. You've dropped this. It's a Blue Chew pack.
No, he said Bluetooth.
That will never get topped ever. That is the clip of the year.
It's just like,
Pop a blue chew and you're like, I'm ready to podcast, baby.
Oh my god!
I just want to know where you got another mic stand from. Where the heck did you have that thing in?
I'm gonna get our 4th mic stand.
It's Blue Chew stand.
This is my blue chew stand. Put that thing away.
Holy crap.
Oh god!
All right, Mitch, you're king for a day. What are you doing?
yeah, I'm firing the Steves, man. Firing all the Steve O'Donnell, Steve Phelps, whatever his name is. They're gone. You're hiring Dale. You're hiring Harvick. You're hiring Stewart and Ray Abraham, and they're running the series. You're going back to 4 gears, and you're going back to 950 horsepower.
Come on.
And then I'll add
good
the
one.
4th bullet. You're getting rid of those damn numbers. You're going back to the door
center numbers.
The center numbers.
Oh.
And we're going to make racing a great again.
I hope
Move
somebody's.
your numbers by the freaking
Hey,
front tire.
Real quick, notice he did not give Corey LaJoy another spot. He was king for a day, and there's no spot
I'm
for
gonna
Corey.
let the Lord do all that. He'll make that happen. all
So
right?
you guys should have been here last year because it's always been, well, Corey runs really good for the car he's in. He does really good. And then they put him in the 9 car and he got 23rd. And it was like,
And was outrun by Hocevar running in the 7.
in the 7.
That was it.
Man.
That was
That was bad. Now, unfortunately, I felt really
Bro,
bad for Corey that day.
If there was ever a time to start stacking pennies, it's now.
Oh,
He's been stacking. I think he has a life insurance policy.
He's stacking job applications.
jeez. He's getting ready to buy that JRM ride
know.
for next year.
Corey LaJoy, stacking burgers, 2025.
He'll find something.
He will.
He will. He definitely will. He has enough funding for a full-time Xfinity ride if he had it.
JRM.
He brings $10 million worth of funding.
That's what I'm saying.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Sammy Smith sucks. Put him in the 8.
Wait.
Locked.
He really brings.
Here.
Does he really $10 million?
I mean, he brings in Schluter. He brings in some of these sponsors that aren't Spire sponsors.
Yeah, he's got a
but-
couple of big ones.
Yeah,
That's interesting. So like, there's actually like a real shot he could get.
he'll get something
Good tier Xfinity ride, just be like Brandon Jones.
better than that.
Except,
I hope.
yeah.
He's not bad. I think people just give him. I mean, I realized yes, this year it's been kind of rough, right?
It has.
But I do think, just from seeing in the past, he can race. It's just he gets so much in his head. He
does.
And then he overthinks. And this car doesn't fit his style.
I think
it's not him. And I'm not trying to give excuses. He's better off in an Xfinity car. I've been saying that before he re-signed a contract with Spire last year. I was like, well, I'd rather see him in Xfinity. I even told Alex. I'm sure I just think him in Junior Motorsport to be a great fit. And I think he'll have fun.
Well, why not go get in a really competitive Xfinity car and get your confidence back?
Because he doesn't want to do what his dad did.
I know.
He doesn't want, because his dad was hard on him growing up.
Yeah.
And he always talks about that. And he doesn't want to, he wants to do better than what his dad was. But he needs to just realize
I think there's a real case in a way similar, but not the same as Jimmy Johnson, that Corey LaJoy spent so much time in this car, similar as like we see with like Martin Truex Jr. and the guys that have been around a while. Yeah. Like this car, if you have 5-10 years in the old car, it's really tough to adapt. Even if you're running, let's say, a mid-tier team like Spire as of right now, which it seems like they may be changing and ramping it up.
the class B.
As of right now, like this change may be really, really difficult. So I think there's a lot of merit there. Like if he gets back to the Xfinity car, which races more like Gen 6, and he brings the funding to really get a good ride, like he may set the Xfinity series on fire.
Well, I wouldn't say he set it on fire, but he'll have something, I think.
I think he'll at least be competitive.
Honestly,
like that's what's good.
If he does well, he doesn't.
The opportunity is there.
The opportunity could be there. Yeah, he'll have something. If Ty Dillon can get some rides, and I mean, sure could Corey LaJoy, right?
Corey's grandfather, Richard Childress?
Yeah.
He might be a good race for them. They could swap him and Kyle.
I mean,
Hey, sorry about that wreck.
Corey Dillon.
Oh my gosh. Oh, please no.
I won't even question
King
that.
for a day. Cup gets Xfinity cars with 900 horsepower. Charters are lifetime, and Harvick and Jr. are in charge of the sport.
I don't like
Which I did right.
I don't like the Charter.
I'm okay with the charter.
Okay, I gotta know about the charter. I'm curious. Why the charter for a lifetime?
Because Alex is gay.
I sympathize with team owners wanting to maintain value, and I think if you keep it permanent, you're going to incentivize team owners to keep investing in the sport. So I'm not anti-charter.
That are already there. Like, the only thing different is, like, okay, you'll get 48 to 50 cars for an Xfinity Daytona race, but you're not going to get that with Cup. You're never going to see that again.
And they need to find a system to get more charters because there is interest now. Like, there's more people interested than there are charters.
There are.
If they're going to keep them, you need to open up the other 4.
Yeah.
Honda's not coming to the sport. Take those other 4 stupid Honda charters, sell them to Dale Jr.
Dodge ain't coming back. They're done.
No. Yeah.
I think it's Tesla. Tesla's coming back. Tesla's coming in.
Not the way they're dropping their prices.
No, I mean,
Yeah. Tell you what, if NASCAR keeps cutting races short, though, Teslas will be in great shape.
Hey.
I'm anti-charter, man. Like, especially hearing this is solely based on the Dale Jr. thing, wanting to get involved, but now the cost of $40 million per car just to get in the door.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's crazy that Xfinity's $5 million.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And I get it. Like
NASCAR always has been, and like I wish, and even Denny Hamlin said this, like the charter, like the whole thing with charters would be like a non-factor, and nobody would care about losing charters if NASCAR would just pay a percentage on the race weekends that like makes up for it to where it doesn't matter. But like, the point is like they just pay so little that you have to have the charter for any kind of break even when you're done. And so that's where I'm like, man, like maybe the charter is just not a good deal. Like, I don't know. To me, the perfect scenario is like get rid of the charters and pay the teams what they need to make money. What did Denny Hamlin say? Like you need $18 million to run a NASCAR.
To run a
Yeah,
car,
something
cup
like
car,
that.
yeah.
Damn.
So like figure out a way to pay the teams $25 million.
Yep.
Like NASCAR has the money. They own half the freaking tracks. And like,
Yeah.
what's the new TV deal? Like 7? What is it?
Oh,
like,
it's
some
7 billion.
billion or something
like it's some ridiculous
Wild.
number.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, new opinion.
I know-
fix the
I know a
freaking
few
cup car.
people-
Do whatever you want with the charters. I'm good. I don't even care. We're good. Just fix the cup car.
I just remember like 06, 04, 05, the date, the duels and all that. They had like 50 plus cars.
Yeah,
like 60
showing up.
Cars,
I
you
do
know?
too, man.
And it's
I
so-
was there.
Yeah.
Racing their way in.
It's prosperous, man, and it's just something that I think it would take that element out. Now, if you're okay with the niche 43 cars, well-funded cars, Rick Ware's running top 5, has shots at winning, right? That's cool. But you're
Yeah.
going to take away that. Okay, I miss the Go Homer stuff. I really do.
I do too. I'm with you, Mitch.
Yeah,
100%.
that's what made it fun. That's what the car store is so
especially in
fun.
Speed Week.
Yeah.
Especially in Speed
Oh
Week.
yeah, when
There was-
Scott Riggs and Roddy Childress missed the Daytona 500 in 06, you know,
Oh yeah,
I remember that
forgot
happened.
about that.
And then Roddy Childress
Back in
ended up
the day.
being a championship crew chief, winning
I mean,
races. You know,
To me, the most direct comparison of this is Indy 500. Like nobody's guaranteed a spot in the Indy
and that's-
500.
and Indy 500 qualifying is the best thing. One of the best things about it
Heck
is,
yeah, bro.
not,
I don't like during Indy 500. I don't miss a minute of Indy 500 practice, qualifying, nothing. I watch everything. Like you can't miss it because the stakes
It's
are
that
so
good.
high.
Yeah.
The race is like dessert after watching everything all week. You know, like
you go back to driver points, top 30 in points or locked, or top 35. Rest go. You know,
I'm with Mitch. Let's go, bro.
Let's do
We're
it.
running NASCAR,
You get
bro.
your favorite
We don't-
go
we don't
homer and
need
your favorite
Junior.
full time.
Me and Mitch gonna run NASCAR.
There we
Let's
go. Fire the Steves. Me and Jake, we'll run it.
There you go.
All right,
All right.
King for day. What do you guys want?
All right, Matt, you go first.
Oh man, double Pocono. Top tier right
It's
there.
a great place to
Hey,
party.
man, brother. Amen.
I think Brad should start front row every single race. This is not biased at all.
I want to add that one to mine.
And I also just want him to have like an extra large gas tank. I think that's fine.
I think he had that last
Extra
week.
fuel, one week too late.
Hey,
I
listen.
need
Last week
like
I
an
would have
extra
taken that.
10
Okay, I would have taken that.
Real quick, sorry, I was trying to find data, but I could not find it on my phone. So you say the reason you don't want I'm backstepping because I was reading and not paying attention to where you guys were at.
I know,
But Matt,
we're used to it.
Did you name all three?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought so.
quick. I don't need an essay on him. Favorable towards Brad.
And I
two
agree
Pokemons.
wholeheartedly. You're
Yeah.
great. But the charter deal. Dale Jr.'s net worth is $400 million. $400 million. He can't spend 10% of his net worth to start a team.
I think he's focused
Do you,
on will he
do
get
you
that
listen to
return
his
back?
podcast?
Oh, he don't spend money like it's. He spends money like
Like me.
Alex's wife.
Dale Jr. is the definition of a cheap rich guy.
Oh yeah,
You call that humble.
Yeah,
humble.
Frugal.
He'd be like, hey,
What you're looking for?
you got any coupons to Arby's?
Dale, why are you looking for coupons? Because I could save $3.
How about you just buy the Arby's? Just buy the Arby's.
You can buy the Arby's, yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
man.
that's all I wanted to say.
I want to do that.
Going back, go ahead. All right, and
Back to you guys.
I would
back to-
say, all right, if I'm king for a day, 1,000 horsepower, less aero downforce. That's
Amen.
number one. And Charlotte, back to the oval. I hate the
Oh,
oval.
yeah.
amen.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
two,
I don't care. I don't care about a 30. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that's one for Brad.
Brad
Yeah.
starts laps every week.
No, wrong.
Most painful thing in the world is when McDouchebag does better on the road courses than
the
Brad.
last one. The don't give a F tour comes back.
There we go.
I missed
Chaos.
that.
Full swing nationwide.
There we go. So for mine, it's the 1,000 horsepower. I think that's been a pretty common sentiment between everybody. I want to see one dirt race at Eldora on the
Yeah,
season.
I'm down. I'm down. Let's do it.
Yep. And then I want the entire series on Amazon Prime and all 3 series on
Yeah.
Amazon
Yep.
for the whole season.
Spicy take.
I like
No.
that.
No, because I'm tired of having to buy cable for like 3 different types of channels to get all the
Guys,
different.
guys. And think about Amazon and how NASCAR and their sponsoring is, right? You can have barcodes show up or have like your cart. When they're showing a car, you can add it to your cart. Let's say like someone has a Celsius sponsor. They could have it
Yes.
so that like you can add it to your cart while you're watching the race on the.
What about
on the-
3G? How's that going to work for 3G?
Yeah, well, you just add it to the cart, man.
Blue Chew.
How about Blue Chew? Yeah.
Blue Chew.
I want it right now.
We're all gonna be in debt.
They're all on Prime. You can get them before the end of the race. Order now before end of race delivery.
Get down, bad boy.
No, not the cart.
Sorry.
Yes. I'm going to answer the question that everybody wants to know. It is black. This microphone.
I'm out. I'm done.
Waist down, baby.
That's all, folks.
How long is that page with all the timestamps right now?
It's getting very long.
It's running off the
He actually
bottom.
had to start a new page.
I think he's
I feel
using
like
his
we
old
shouldn't wait
insurance
to do.
paper.
I feel like we shouldn't wait till Olympic break to do this. This is too much fun.
We'll do a Christmas show,
Hey,
Christmas show, and a pre-race show. Yeah, we'll have to do it.
What did we do last year?
a pre-race.
Ooh.
You know what we should do? We should schedule for Pocono. We should, because we don't ever go. We should live stream Pocono
That'd be
and watch
good.
it together while we're podcasting.
We should just go to the infield and just have a hell of a party.
It's a great
Now we're
party
talking.
place.
Well, the thing about that is, I'm going to take off work for 2 weeks. Because
for
my
recovery.
pancreas fails if I drink
Like a
more than 4
personal
days
Bro,
at
we're
a time.
coming from Florida. The least you could do is take off some time from work.
They're coming up from Florida.
Do a
This seems
24-hour
fair.
run.
Yeah.
Sleep at the airport and fly home.
That is fun facts. Me and Matt were too cheap to buy a hotel for 2 days, so we slept in the airport the second day in Indy.
Wow.
Yep.
How old are you guys?
Some people say dedication. I say
Over
foolish.
30.
Over 30. No, can't do it, man. My back hurts already thinking about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put a quad fielding 10-year-old girls softball. Like, no, thank you. Sorry, Blue Chew kicked in. Forgot about that was there.
Is this podcast officially sponsored by Bluetooth?
It probably should be.
We could probably get a
They sponsor everybody else in the
I know.
goddamn world.
send them that clip.
You know how many Blue Chew ads I get on my Facebook reels?
Yeah, it's like I don't.
Like, I don't have that problem.
You know
20
what's
minutes.
you know what's sad is I don't, and I feel like because my phone is listening to me, I'm probably going to be getting them now. So thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. Who can tax the sunshine? Blue Chew can. All right, let's move on to Xfinity. We are closing in on a 2-hour episode, which means I'm ready to go to bed. It's 9:41. Way too early champion for Xfinity. So I'm going to be honest before we get to these questions. I think the entire Xfinity season has just been a disappointment for me.
What are you watching?
I need a driver. I can't find a driver I like.
Brad hasn't raced in it. What the hell?
I know.
It's been
I
great.
think all the good
though.
drivers did leave.
All the good drivers left.
There's gonna be some
Yeah,
good ones
I
next
agree.
year. But
I
it's
can't
gonna
get
be a
behind
feud.
this opinion.
I want Noah Gragson back in the Xfinity.
I do too.
I'm to the point where I'm
I
like,
agree.
all right, I guess I'm rooting for
I don't-
Allgaier.
I understand he's trying to get the bag, but when he had the mullet and he raced that 9 car,
There was
it
nothing
just
better than
such
that.
a good brand thing. It was
I mean-
just perfect. Just give him 10 mil a year. Who gives a
I want to punch Brandon
about-
Jones
what
right in the
about-
stupid face. He's such a
Yeah.
loser.
Amarola. What about Amarola? He's been making waves.
He's been doing great.
Man, he's just racist.
Yeah, so you've been doing something.
He's been doing something. He's
Been making waves.
I
in
guarantee you, he
Argentina,
doesn't
that's
talk
for
to
sure.
black people outside of NASCAR.
Wow.
Is he racing? Is he not? We don't know.
We don't know. I'll tell you what he is doing. Get into a fight with Bubba.
I will say this. This is my way too early champion, and I have no basis for this other than I'm a fan. Shane Van Gisbergen.
Woo!
Bro, come on now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Hey, he was good in Indy.
He was getting there. He's getting there.
He's getting there.
He's really impressing.
Yeah.
In-
Would you
was-
say he's the biggest surprise improvement?
That's my guy.
That was
Yeah.
it for me.
Yeah.
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 Biggest?
I mean, I didn't see him leading the point standings right now.
He has,
Yeah.
he has the most bonus points out of anybody.
yeah. I mean, well,
Which is crazy.
You know, it's,
this guy
that is
come out of
kinda nuts.
nowhere. He's not even-
I mean, yeah. It's Blue Chew nuts. You know what I mean? Hanging by themselves.
They probably don't got that over there in Kiwi land.
Oh my
They
gosh.
probably don't have Blue Chew in Kiwi land.
No, they got Keith Urban though.
I don't need it, bro.
Yeah.
They don't need it.
Different over there.
So
Something in the
can we go ahead
bloodstream.
and say overall, the unanimous surprise improvement would be SVG?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so.
I'll give an
Yeah.
honorable mention to Wet Noodle because he's been a lot faster.
Noodle.
this
Soggy
year.
Pasta has been doing much better.
He's outrunning
Cool.
He's trying out.
Anthony Alfredo. Sorry, we don't use his name. We call him
Soggy
Wet
Pasta.
Noodle, Soggy Pasta, whatever.
That's your.
I like it.
Oh, I don't
And
know.
he's the dude wipes.
You know the reason that he's actually sponsored by Dude Wipes? It's like the best placement ever because only Dude Wipes can clean up the that guy leaves behind. Oh my
Gosh.
He will wreck you in a heartbeat. Dude wipes
Perfect.
out everybody. That one made myself laugh.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Biggest disappointment. I'm going to go ahead and give it to the hottest Xfinity driver, Haley Deegan.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, silly season.
Oh, there.
She might want to take. She may want to take the
Hold
Natalie, the Natalie road, and just start posting naked on Facebook because that's really all she's got at this point.
Now they're gonna give her a run for her money, bro. If we're gonna,
They got that family only fans. Know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Supplemental income.
she
He
is
gets
very
us. He gets us.
Wait, which one?
Natalie's very sweet. She's very nice.
Do you guys think Haley Deegan's going to that Haas Xfinity car?
She got the funds.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning.
She got the money, bro.
She got the
Yeah.
money then.
She got the money
Us
with that
winter money.
honey.
But I think
My
that-
disappointing is Williams, Josh Williams.
I had him written down too. I was
See,
kind of bummed.
yeah.
The only reason that I did not find that disappointing is the only thing he's ever done was park his car on the checkered flag line. And that got him a load of endorsements. Sorry, Alex. You know, you're already writing it down. And it gave him a load of exposure. But unfortunately, he is a driver.
I mean,
You're welcome,
Okay.
all three.
hold on.
Thanks, appreciate it.
So me and Matt work a little bit with the 91 and 92. And we knew what went into 92 sponsorship wise. We knew a little bit, not details, not a bunch, but he was doing pretty good. But when he got into a really good ride, it's a real competitive, fast ride. I'm like, man, this guy's either going to sink or swim. This is the moment. And he is totally not like swam, like
I know.
not good. So like, and then funny enough, actually two camp spots away from where we camp in Daytona is the Ally. What was it?
Alloy.
Excuse
Alloy.
me. They camp right next to us, so we get to know them really, really well. And what a disappointment this year. He has all the things, and it's up to him.
I don't
And it's
know,
just not
man.
happening.
I think in general, colleagues just been a disappointment.
Colleagues been.
I think
Yeah,
colleagues
yeah.
been.
But
Colleague might be overextended.
colleague is the 97.
I think colleague
Yeah.
is the
So
97.
he has
Hey,
3 wins.
Bro,
Fact.
fact.
But I mean, not really.
I
mean,
forget
I'm
that.
pretty sure he could have won all those road courses in a tricycle.
Probably in a JD car.
Probably.
But I will tell you that 97 is built in a colleague shop, not in a track house
Yeah, it's
shop.
a colleague shop car.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep, that's a
100%.
colleague
Yeah.
shop.
I mean, that's
Fun
impressive.
Mark's got so much money, he pays everybody to do his work.
That's true.
I mean,
I mean, it's different. It's
Smart
like,
man.
yeah.
SVG was like that guy you were he's like the way you were racing that one guy. He's like, man, the setups are trash. The stock setups are
all
trash.
right, whatever. You're getting it. Whatever. It's like I've
me off.
seen enough to know, like, and especially like knowing some of the sponsorship guys, the guys that bring the dollars. Like, I know what this guy is bringing to the racetrack, and it's not. I want to be careful what I say because I respect the sponsor.
I've never
a
done
lot,
that before.
but like
We know.
you know.
Yeah.
It shows. It shows.
I don't want, Josh Williams he just doesn't seem to be the guy. And this sponsor is like really, really good. I can't say that enough. Like we hung out with them a bunch last year or this year in February. They're really cool people. And they're committed to finding a guy and supporting him and making him great. But like Josh Williams, like he went from a car that should run 25th and he was taking it 5-10 spots better to a car that should run 10th or better, and he's just not doing it. So it's like, to me, like that's the guy that's like, bro, like you should run top 10 every week, and you're just not. Like, and that's the struggle for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing between going to colleague and probably where he was before, I know he had a lot of hands-on experience with he would help build the cars there. I think he was very hands-on with the team. And I think colleague, how they run their stuff, they got their own people, and maybe that's throwing him off a little bit comfort-wise. But I know I'm pretty sure he's one of those guys that helped build Mario's team as well, right? That he kind of helped build those cars and stuff every week.
Give me the
That's a good
92
point.
up in North Carolina.
I don't know. I would say
I know, like Todd Majeski
I've
does
been in a
that.
race shop a little bit.
Oh.
I've never seen Josh there.
Oh.
No, that's what they say, that he's a hands-on guy with all that
Kinda weird.
stuff.
He is
but-
a hands-on guy. Like, there's like some cars throughout the year they build in North Carolina, and there's some cars like 3/4 of the cars throughout the year they build here in Lake Marion, Florida. So like, I mean, I don't know.
Lake
He's a good-
Marion.
me and
Lake
you.
Wales.
Sorry, Lake Wales. Excuse me. He's a great dude. Me and Matt have got to hung out with
Yeah.
him, especially after
Yeah, he's pretty
Daytona.
cool.
Like we spent 15-20 minutes with him. Like, hey, bro, did you know when you got T-bone, you went in the air? And he was like, no, I had no idea. And we're like showing him the photo. He's like, holy shit, That's crazy. You know,
Yeah, that
like,
was
we
kinda
had great moments with Josh Williams, and I like Josh a lot, but I just like that it factor.
Yeah.
Like you're in the ride.
Oh, yeah, you got to perform.
Be able to take that factor and like
Yeah.
run top 10. I'm not saying top
I think
5
the
or
real
win every
question-
week, but you should run every top. You
Real
should run top
question
10 every week.
Is he going to get a second year doing it?
No,
I mean,
no way.
colleagues kind of like you're in or you're out. Like you don't
Yeah,
get, you,
Ryan
don't get 2
Truex
years.
on that
You
side.
perform or you're done. You know, so
We'll
it's
have
kind
to
of like
talk to JR and see what he says.
yeah.
I'll tell you
See if
what,
he
if they're taking DGM drivers, I'd love to see Kyle Weatherman give a shot. I like him a lot. I think
Yeah.
Weatherman's
I
good.
do.
He's the
really
next
cool.
one in the pipeline that's going to go in and hopefully do something. Then
If we do an off recording story, I have such a great Kyle Weatherman story.
Oh,
I
good.
love Kyle Weatherman.
Not for
that's
the public record,
real.
though. That's fair.
No, sir. He is a real one. I will stand behind Kyle Weatherman 100%. I
He's a
really
good
like
dude.
Kyle Weatherman. Yep.
Yep. Is it my turn to do biggest disappointment?
Yeah, why don't you take over?
I mean, I think we've kind of hit all the good ones, to be honest. I guess Josh Williams is, I hate to say it, just to throw my hat on that one. But yeah, I mean,
I wanted him to be good. I really did.
there was a chance. There was a part of me that's like, okay, he is going
Okay.
to college.
what if
Like-
he goes out and wins like 3 races, like or like
I'll be
2 or
happy.
3 races before the end of the season?
I mean, I'm not
Again,
necessarily a fan.
I'll be
but
happy because, again, me and Matt, you know, when we camp at Daytona, like we camp next to the owners of that sponsor. So we'll celebrate that, you know, achievement and better running with them. Like I'll be happy for them. Like the dude that owns the company of Alloy is the coolest dude of all time. Like, again, this is stories from on the podcast.
That's a little
but we
wild.
have had so much fun together. Like I want to see them guys do great. And that guy is committed to Josh Williams 100%. So like I want to see that relationship go far.
yeah, I agree.
But it's just not happening.
Yeah.
all right.
Unfortunately, I'm with you. So, yeah. Was that all our disappointments? I think we all got disappointments in.
I mean,
think so.
we could ask your wife, but it's just going to be you.
Oh,
Wow. Wow. What a guy. What a guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, who needs enemies with friends like this? All right, so your favorite 2024 moment so far in Xfinity.
Easy answer the whole stinking season. I'm in.
Honestly, it's the finishes. I was kidding about that. I really enjoyed my biggest. Xfinity's been the best racing all year. That's the only reason I said that it sucks. I tell you what, that 3-wide finish last week was pretty cool. Like the way that he called him and lost him and called him and lost him.
And Herbst, like, dang near wrecked. Like, he actually had a pretty cool save.
Yeah.
And I'm not a
Oh,
Herbst
yeah.
fan, so.
No. You know, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Besides Riley Herbst, he'll come back with you.
Do they
Yeah.
say that? I don't know. Yeah. What do you think, Mitch?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is probably the finishes. There's too many to count. Yeah, our last week was great too.
Ooh, can I change mine quick?
Yes.
It's been to the numerous times that the 7 has come short with 2 laps to go.
Oh, the Phoenix.
hate
They ran,
it so
blew a
much.
tire.
That's my guy. if
Ryan
you guys
Truex
don't
winning
know.
that race though at Dover.
Whoop whoop.
Yep.
Actually, that might have been my all-time favorite NASCAR moment. I'm not gonna lie, Mitch. Just the
Oh,
excitement.
in real life?
The excitement of watching you get to watch your guy win.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard. It was touching. I'm a tender soul.
That was 10 years of frustration.
I'm a tender soul.
Yeah. That was a cool moment. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we were there.
I recorded Mitch
Yeah.
in front of me. I have it forever now.
Yeah, it was
Locked
last
in my
year.
heart.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I have a similar story. I took a buddy of mine.
Oh God, no!
I took a buddy of mine.
again.
I got him into NASCAR about middle of last year.
This pisses me off.
And I took him to the 500 this year. And I just want you to know,
Bro.
there was a whole bunch of us that went to the Daytona 500. There's only one guy that stayed with me to Monday in the freaking rain. And then the Xfinity race got postponed until after the 500. And we started drinking at 9 o'clock that morning.
Hell
and we
yeah.
parked all day every day. And then this guy, his driver, he had picked William Byron.
Yes.
Right? And he won the freaking 500. And the moment that we shared together watching his guy, who he picked last year, not this year, but he had picked this year win the
Because
500.
he was such a disappointment last year.
I'm just,
He only had like 5 wins.
He only won 5 races.
I had tuberculosis. All right, I had to go home. I was
but it
sick.
was a fun moment, man, watching my buddy. Like, because
Oh,
I was
yeah.
a
No, I
Junior
get you.
fan
I
forever. I
completely
waited
agree.
forever to watch DL Jr. win
And the
another 500.
And the petty side of me is irritated because he's been watching NASCAR for what, a year and a half. He picks a driver and it's like, oh, I'll pick this. I like William Byron. That becomes his driver. And then he wins the 500, becomes
yeah.
one of the most dominant cars out there. I'm like, bro, you don't know what it's like to be a fan when your driver wrecks out all the
I told
time.
him
Or
That
You don't
first
know.
year, listen,
Pretend
Matt, that first year at
All
RFK,
decade.
oh,
I was-
Oh, David had to suffer for a year.
a year.
Oh,
Mitch, it was the
my
longest year of my
gosh.
life.
Wow.
I bought this shirt that year, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have.
I felt like we could relate to each other. At
This
one
is
point.
the first, this is the very first Brad Keselowski RFK shirt.
Is it?
This is the
You
OG
bought it at
design.
Martinsville, right?
That's the OG.
That's
Along
fire.
with the signed
That was the first car. I remember.
matches the shirt.
Hold on.
Matches the shirt.
Did you get it signed?
I
or
did get
you
it
buy
signed. Yeah, I handed it to him and he signed it.
we
And
should
then-
have Matt.
That must be
Very, very respectful.
We should have Matt tell you his story about trying to get Brad's signature.
All right, so I'm the type of guy. So I'll just throw it. I'm the type
That's
of
a
I
great
don't
story.
want to yell at the drivers. I think that's obnoxious. You stand in the line, you try to be nice and play. They come over, they sign your crap, blah blah blah, and you move forward. Right? I was there. I'm gonna be honest. Brad skipped right over me. 100% skipped right over me. There was some guy like 2 people down from me yelling, screeching at Brad, like, Brad, sign my buns, because he had King's Hawaiian's roll.
Was it
Bro,
David?
We bought her package of Hawaiian rolls for
I'm
Brad
like-
to sign.
See, if it would have been me, I would have had my bottom out.
Motherfucker.
Sign my buns.
Bro, I
He
was
had like a
this
King's Hawaiian
motherfucker.
tattoo on it.
It was Atlanta. We went to Atlanta for the race, and I was standing right there, and I missed it, man. I couldn't see Brad. Best part about it was we did the podcast about it, and Brad retweeted it, and I was like, "Hey, that's pretty cool." And then I did.
He retweeted
Brad
that you got
retweeted it,
missed.
and the guy that had the buns retweeted
Yeah,
was
the
like,
guy-
"Hey,
we
I'm
met the
sorry,
guy who had the
I
bun."
didn't know."
He should have sent
And
you an
then Brad
autograph.
retweeted it.
That's
and then
epic.
I got to meet Brad at Daytona because we, quote unquote, got into.
Y'all want to talk about the fans,
hot lanes.
the fangirl of all fangirls?
I can't.
We got
do
into
it.
the hot
Matt.
lanes, and I was running with Brad. I don't know where he was going, but he came out of the holler, and we were running down. And he's like, "I got to go." I was like, "All right, cool." I don't even think I got him to sign anything, to be honest. I don't think I had a Sharpie on me.
I don't think you did.
No,
don't
but
know.
I got to talk to him, so that was cool. I'll take it.
That is cool.
That was a
Look,
win
I
for
got
me.
the photo. This is the evidence.
Yep, I did it. I got to meet Brad.
Yes.
There you go.
After he abandoned me in my buns.
That's cool.
I was.
Fangirl of all fangirls. Matt is
I was
on
there.
the right side. Look at this guy.
He's the guy. Brad's the goat. I don't
Hand
know
on
what to
his
tell you.
heart.
Tell you what, anybody, listen, what's your problem with Brad? I will admit, when he was younger, he was a little bit of a douchebag.
He was. Oh, he's a
He's
lot of
funny,
a
though.
douchebag.
You know?
I've actually liked Brad from the get
kind of a douche, and I'm
especially
young.
once he said
I'm a little bit of a douche myself.
Hey,
So whatever.
and
Yeah, I mean,
was
I'm not
at
down
the
with that.
race where he came out and said Kyle Busch is an ass, and I was
Kyle
like,
Busch is an ass. I'm in. So I used to have a controller that had all my. Did we swear again? Alex
probably.
is multitasking. I used to have a controller that I had sound bites
Sorry.
on, and it was so much fun. Actually, it's right here. Right?
It's
Where is that?
It's glowing. I
Pull out
see
your
it.
blue juice stick again.
It's under here, glowing.
Brought to you by ADHD.
This guy.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh. But then Alex crashed
way
my
you
computer and restarted it.
You crashed your computer.
I didn't
and
crash my
fixed
computer.
it.
I was left it here. Alex was looking at Pornhub on my computer.
No, no.
And then he crashed it, and now I'm not rebuying Ableton, so I can't do it now.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's the
You guys
best,
got
man.
to. You should. I wish we had a mobile. We need a mobile camera.
I don't have any more
I have-
buttons on this one.
Time to go mobile.
What is a mobile camera?
Not in Alabama.
Yeah, that's where you buy them in Alabama.
Special.
That's where you date your cousin.
But we are now approaching the 2-hour mark, which means we have 2 full podcasts set up for
Oh, at least.
both. Minus editing, we'll have at least 25 minutes worth of good product.
I think that's being generous, but
Thank you.
And all I can
Nah.
say is, man, it's so
It's-
much fun to hang out with you
it's
guys.
been fun. We
yeah.
I
definitely
know
got through
you guys need to come up for speed weeks, or because here in Pennsylvania we have speed
Pocono?
weeks, but no, it's actually not, it's for dirt track. So like, there's a dirt race every night for like 2 weeks straight.
Unfortunately, it was 2 weeks ago. But next year.
Next year.
Perfect.
I think
Only
you guys
50
should
weeks
come
to
to
go.
the real speed weeks in February.
That's true.
It's a fun time. I
Go to
might.
town.
I would
and,
love to. However, I'm married with children.
Same.
So
yeah, we are too.
yeah.
You guys know the battle. I already have other
Bro,
races.
look,
There is a
this is
battle.
one of those
I
things you bang
get it.
favors all years.
Yeah, but the problem is,
Because
in
we
order for
home
me,
for 12
it costs
days.
me a Disney trip to go down for Speed Week. You know how much money that is? Because it means I got to drive
nah,
them down,
that-
fly them down to Disney. We all go to Disney. It's like $14,000 to go to
I'm
Disney.
sorry about that.
So here's the deal. Leave your family and you come hang out with us in the RV yellow turn 71.
Hey, buddy, listen, I got a pop-up camper that makes Clark Griswold look like the White House. Okay? You like my pop-up camper is more
he's gotta
redneck
go
than
turn
anything.
3. You
You can't set it up without a drill. Because you got to screw shit together as it's falling apart.
We'll put you in turn 3 then.
Hell yeah.
Your turn 3 material.
That's the
You got
sexiest thing
gold in him.
anybody's ever said to me. Thank you,
Real Brad,
So-
Brad fans are.
Have you guys been to Daytona?
Yeah. Mitch and I were there in February.
Oh man, we gotta hang out.
We were going to hang out with you guys, and you
think
guys
we tried
bailed
to.
on us.
You
Remember?
Guys,
But
bailed
you
on us.
guys wanted to go out when it was freaking raining. I'm like,
Well, we didn't realize we were a bunch of little bitches. It's raining.
I had a poncho on, man. We were ready.
Hold on.
Listen,
You
last
guys were there for the prior 10 days of absolutely party raging for 10 days and
Listen.
exhausted. Bro, there was nothing more exciting to me than the Daytona 500 being rained out to the next day. I needed a day of sleep. That's true.
listen, last time I got rained out, I went to the Dover Casino and lost $1,200 on one blackjack hand.
I almost threw up. I almost threw up. I
painful.
was like, "What are you doing?" I just lost
I
it.
doubled
I'm
it.
like,
I doubled it. I tripled it. I doubled it. They got 21.
I walk away for 1 second.
I had 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. I
Are
was
y'all- are
like,
y'all
I'm in
gonna
good shape.
that?
And then they got 21.
You would have had 30,
I'd have had a lot of
3,400,
money.
3,400.
3,400,
Could've
all
paid
down
for
to
it.
nothing.
Should have walked away.
I couldn't even afford to go to Sugar afterwards and get any candy at the store in the casino. I had to bum a ride home.
To come down here
I mean, I'll come down there.
next year.
So I'm actually flying down to Orlando. Now, actually, it's funny. So we are doing that cruise right after Thanksgiving. And
Okay.
we're doing 3 days in Florida, the cruise, and then 3 days in Florida. So I'll be down there for like 6 days in Orlando area. So
We
might
got to
have-
go hard.
We might have to at least go to the bar
Go to a
once.
restaurant. And do
You guys
something.
got, how old are your kids?
Young.
7 to
Under
2
3.
between all
Under
three. of
3.
us.
Perfect. Mine are 6
7
and
to
10. We'll
1.
be good to go.
Perfect.
Yeah, we gotta have a good time at least once.
Yes.
That'd be
But-
awesome.
Just do me a favor and don't bring any Truly, unless it's for my wife, because that's gay.
We
don't hang out with the gays. Do you guys support Trump?
We're from Florida. What do you think?
Just making sure.
I don't know
What about
people.
you guys? You guys are in
I don't know
Pennsylvania.
people from
Come on.
Pennsylvania. Did.
Yeah.
We're from the red part of Pennsylvania.
We're from the part of Pennsylvania
Hey,
that
listen,
stops.
all the media
There's
says
a
that
reason the
y'all
blue
go.
only stays in one section. It's because I got so many gosh darn guns stacked up they can't get by me. I got more guns than the Alamo, baby. Come on now.
There we go.
Remember.
I have nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
There is absolutely no doubt we have got to go do a race together, and we
Oh,
should do
please.
this again. This
Yeah.
is way too
Yeah,
much
this
fun.
is great.
Yeah, I've had a good time. Once again,
Hey, you know what? The next boring race, probably like 2 weeks from now, Richmond. We should get together and just about it for 2 hours.
hey, I'm in. That's honestly all I normally do because they're the analytical two, and I am the one that says the F word a lot. I didn't. I didn't even say it. What are you writing down for?
It's just for good measure. I'm just pretending to
I
say.
said the F word.
It's
Jesus
a practice. He's
Christ.
gotten used to writing it down every talk.
I really do feel like our
Write that
groups
down, son of a.
multiverse.
It does. It does kind of feel like it's a multiverse. It's weird.
We are
It
like
is-
a multi.
It is. It is. Yeah.
You guys
it's
just sound a lot like us.
I'm sorry.
You know,
Matt, I bet you have a huge.
I'm sorry, this is not that impressive.
Did you take Blue Chew?
Don't eat it. I'm good.
Don't need it. Uh-oh, it's back.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. Well, that about wraps up this week's episode.
Oh wait, I think we're on their episode, so they should. We'll let them.
Never mind.
close.
You guys have it.
Wrap it up. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it's been a blast to say the least. If you guys want to check out the first part of this episode, make sure you check out their channel over at the Racing Addicts Podcast.
Racing Addicts Podcast.
Wow, that sounded
Sorry, that was overlaid. It's a natural thing. Anytime you say our name, there's like a
ringing voice.
yeah.
It's
a
an
movie
AI
theater
bot.
guy, yeah.
It's an AI bot. Yeah.
AI bot, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. But if you like this content, which I don't know why you would, but maybe you do. If so, like, share, subscribe, maybe run and hide. I don't know. So
Any
all of
questions
those.
for the week?
Do we have a Kuzmin and Friends question of the week?
Let it go.
Well, that question of the week is
It really work. That's the question.
The question of the week was, "What were you thinking?"
the question of the week: how did they all get married?
Yeah. Right.
I don't mean just you guys. I mean all of us.
Yeah. Group effort.
Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Yeah, we have one of those.
He's a one man wolf pack.
Mitch is holding out for Aaron Blaney. I
I don't know.
support that.
And
I
we're
mean, maybe there's some chemistry between him and Jeff.
You know, maybe. we can
Sorry, Jeff. I love you. I
Hang on,
love
time
you.
out. How does Jeff spell his name?
Let's call it. Bye. What is the reflection? Bye. All right, off the show.
Have a wonderful night, gentlemen.
Holla.
Hee hee.